And we are live.
Wow! Hello!
Hello.
Oh, that was great timing.
Hello.
Sorry.
Jordan was doing the countdown for us going live, so I was like, and I just straightened my shoulder somehow.
Well,
Oh no.
you can sit out and fight. You don't have to worry about anything.
But this is my shooting arm.
You use a bow and arrow, both your shooting arms.
Sorry, the image of Markos rolling up like, I've hurt my shoulder, I'm just gonna have to...
Can we do it another time?
I'll just be back here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go sit at the bench, please. Yeah, can I get... Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Just watch the game.
Boop, bop, beep, click, click, click.
Guys, we're very excited tonight, so please bear with us.
I'm so scared.
We're very scared and excited.
That'll be fine.
The energy is high.
It's high. It's palpable, even.
Sneeze.
God.
Bless you.
Bless you.
He just like screams and is like,
Those of us that did science class know that was a hydrogen burn because of the squeaky pop.
Yep, I was gonna say, you're a beaker full of hydrogen. Someone's just put a smouldering splint into you.
And Rowan has got advantage from Tal.
Thank you,
Aww.
Tal. You're the best.
Thank you, Tal.
Hold on to that for now. Welcome to Chasing Tales, everyone. If you've come here before, welcome back. If you're new here, thank you for coming, and we hope you have a wonderful stay. We are a UK-based TTRPG channel. We do many things, and among them is D&D. And that's what we're doing tonight in our wonderful little homebrew realm of Evantos. So, before we get into catch-ups and things like that, a first few little pieces of business to get through. First off, the ambient musical background that you should be able to just very faintly hear, perhaps, a rushing wind is courtesy of Sword Coast Soundscapes. They provide wonderful ambient backing music available for your TTRPG campaigns, including whole playlists based around and designed for the Wizards of the Coast written adventures, such as Descent into Avernus and Tomb of Annihilation, etc., etc. They are really cool. You can go check them out at Sword Coast Soundscapes on YouTube, Twitter, the rest. A second point. Folks, get your things ready. It's the Cognitive Merchant, friends and supporters of the show, the wonderful J. Grebo Lightbrush, provider of fantastic handmade leather and vegan leather, TTRPG accessories and LARP accessories, dice bags, dice cups, dice trays, armor, hats, like fuck off wizard hats made of leather. They're fucking dope. And they, I believe, currently still have a sale on their Etsy. So you should go and support all of that stuff and indulge yourselves by go checking out them on their website, thecognitivemerchant.co.uk, and the same name on the rest of the socials that you might be on. So, with that, before we delve into any other business and catch-ups and the rest, is there anything from the rest of you that we want to mention?
hello. So we reached 1,000 followers on Twitter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was insane.
Hell yeah.
We are running a giveaway. We're giving away some of Jay's wonderful stuff, and we're also giving away the 12 Inner Demons book from our lovely friends over at Witch and Craft. There's a book and a PDF available. There's a dice bag, 2 dice bags, and 2 dice cups available. It's a tiered giveaway, but yeah, just go like and retweet the tweet. If you already follow us on Twitter, you're good. If not, follow us. What are you doing?
Right.
But yeah, enter the giveaway. It's great. It'll be good. We'll announce it this time next week on stream. So you have a week. Go.
Go do it.
Hell yeah. Anything else for anybody, or should we get into catch-ups and the game itself? Alex?
Yeah, I'd just like to say I put an advantage for myself, and
It's gone.
the mods deleted it. I don't understand. I thought this was a Christian channel. Yeah, that's it. I just
This is a Christian channel, and using your position of power like that is extremely irresponsible and not what Jesus would do.
Can I get my money back then? Can I get my knit bits back?
No.
I
It's been repoed for a donation for a charity of our choosing.
All donations
damn
are
it.
final.
Damn it. Okay.
Also, one other thing real quick. Thank you to the Prodigal for following us.
Aww.
Well, I've been practicing. So I walk on this flat by myself all the time, and I just talk to myself. And I have my own Twitch channel called Andrew's Elder Brain, and I've been like practicing, like if I did like an intro video, I'd be like, "Welcome to the Elder Brain," And I'll just be like, welcome, wrong channel. Pointless tangent and of no value to anyone. So let's get into where the group currently are. So, the Soulguard. Wait, background music. That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Battle background music.
My creepy playlist. Are you sure to hear that?
Oh, yeah, do it.
Yeah, okay, alright. So, the Soulguard. Protectors of the nation of Adigan at war with its neighbor of Volm have discovered an ongoing and insidious plot by the ancient entity known as the Lich Queen Kai'Sa, an entity that lives within the Feywild and nurtures her massive undead army with plots on the material plane. She plans to resurrect one of the ancient colossal titans, which were petrified a millennia ago, in a ritual involving many components, one of them being the heart of a Zaratan. The heart of a Zaratan, of an immense elemental creature that has recently emerged. Appeared as it does every few centuries within the elemental plane of Earth, and that has led our adventurers down, past several homes of theirs in the Underdark of our Dwergar companion, and down further, to a rift in the elemental plane of Earth, which they now adventure through. In the preceding sessions, we have encountered the Tao, the elemental Jinn of Earth, and their strict rules, and seen them in the midst of a struggle for political power in the building up to a hunt. The hunt for the same quarry as the Soulguard, as the Zaratan appears to be the prey of many vying parties. Discussing this with with several of the Tao to try and figure out their best way to join in this hunt, they ended up encountering a deposed leader. The one who deposed him, slaying him. And that brings us to a very short and unprecedented note that I've never had to make before. I am retconning something. During the last game, I used a randomized table to generate some loot, but that loot sucked ass, and I don't like it. It's not mathematically correct and not interesting stuff for the party to have, and so I'm changing it because I can. So, Ashura, as you went through the storage chambers of the Tao named Crucible, you found those wonderful, beautifully crafted tools made out of gemstones of ruby and sapphire. Additionally, you found, encased in a twisted metal cage which seemed to have arcane runes inscribed amongst its spiraling bits of the cage, inside which a large, very beautifully carved diamond within this. And with your identifying glasses, you can see it is essentially, it operates as a spell scroll of the spell Clone, involving the diamond component and the spell itself inscribed throughout this steel cage.
Okay.
In addition to this, you found in a beautiful glass case of gold, with rubies decorating every corner of it and frosted crystalline glass, a staff of brass, dark wood, leading to a cage with several armatures reaching up and encircling a cage at the top, within which a burning flame held tight with primordial script in Ignan spiraling all around it, which is a staff of fire. You can have distributed this and attuned to it as required during the journeys hence, so I think Marigold, are you taking ownership of that?
I am.
Cool. So note down that you have this gemstone of Clone, and you also, and it's also just a diamond you can use for anything else if you want.
Okay.
And Marigold, you have the staff of fire. So,
but it's just a quick question, DM, Andrew. There's a difference between the gemstone itself with the ability to cast Clone and the material component, right? Can we differentiate the two, or the two are in one?
The two are in one, but you could separate them. It is a diamond worth 1,000 GP.
Yeah.
And essentially, the spell scroll is wrapped around it. So you could be like, I'm gonna just use this diamond to cast something else, and you could do that, absolutely.
Yeah.
But you would then no longer have the diamond for the clone spell.
Okay.
Cool.
No worries.
Additionally, if you know how to transcribe a scroll, might be an idea.
Yeah, for sure.
Imagine having a wizard in the party.
Yeah, imagine.
Imagine Andrew setting us in.
Imagine not putting all the arcane shit on a 11 intelligence bard.
Imagine telling us when we started this campaign, oh, by the way, arcane magic is frowned upon in this.
That's what makes it an interesting thing to play with. Anyway.
Look, if Markos dies, I will be making a wizard.
Anyways, continuing on from this place of crucible, you slew this Dao, and importantly, freed the Zorn companion of a guide that you had found named Glower. Very quickly making a getaway, you mounted up in this like gyroscopic mounted chariot, pulled by the Zorn named Kigo, who seemed eager to get on the hunt once more where they belong. Using various spells, you located your quarry, the Zaratan, and divined a path toward it. And using this guide and this Zorn chariot leader began to carve your way at lightning pace through the rock, pushing it aside like a mole does through dirt, but tearing along, dragging you behind them, dipping in and out of caverns and tunnels, descending through massive voids, falling through empty space before colliding with rock and diving through it, like a flying fish does through back into the water as this Zorn carries you on your way. Until Kigo pauses as a tunnel opens up, slightly wider than the rest. A slight pinkish glow of some crystals off to your up left, very dimly light this chamber, and Kigo, the Zorn, seems frightened. Those of you that speak Primordial hear it going, no, and freaking out, and Glower, Kigo's friend and handler, unhooks them from this chariot, and the Zorn vanishes into the stone to hide. As you all pause here, I think this is a good moment to go through a very brief character description. So, very briefly, who are you and who do you play? We'll start with you, Alex.
I am playing Ashura Takahashi, a Drow Bard Paladin, level 11 level Bard, and 2 level Paladin. He is purple-skinned Drow, bold, tons of scars on his face, loads of jewelry, round sunglasses, a long, deep blue vest right above silver armor. He has 2 gauntlets. He has a pair of gauntlets of ogre powers and a devil sword by his side.
Perfect. Marigold.
Yes, it is me. Hello. Marigold is I'm throwing off because normally I'm last. Marigold is a gnome. She is 3'1". She has white hair that is braided back into the back of her head. She has silver druidic tattoos on her cheeks and forehead. She wears a lot of pastels and florals, and now has a large brass staff of fire with her. And she is also traveling with Willow, who's our jackalope friend, who now has a racing stripe since we went to the Gordark, which is weird, but it happened.
Jordan.
Hello. I am playing the wonderful...
Sorry.
Bless you. The wonderful Duergar monk Nute, who is Way of the Sun Soul. Basically magic punches. It's really good. I like it. But he is about 3'7", quite wide, has long white hair that's usually pulled back into a ponytail, and a wiry beard with flecks of grass sort of sewn in between. Typically goes around wearing a lot less fancy clothes than the likes of Ashura, and a lot less colourful than the likes of Marigold. Just like simple, baggy clothing. He has got some sick-ass fucking elven tattoos around his body, though. And one thing I always forget to mention, a blue sash that he's wearing around his neck.
Fingers crossed it is not forgotten now.
So, I'm Rowan. I'm playing Hemlock, who appears to be a young half-orc woman with features of an elf in place of a human. It's got dark green skin, small little tusks, and small pointed ears poking out of long black hair, which is braided down her back. Got a pair of big old Coke bottle glasses that rest on her nose, and she walks with a staff to assist a limp staff carved for her by Nute, her partner. However, more recent addition. She has what appears to be a shaggy ink cap mushroom growing out of the back of her head, almost like a small witch hat that has a small like veil of white mycelia that tangles into her hair. There's a bracket fungus that grows out of her right cheekbone that glows gently blue from underneath. And her companion, her familiar, is a tiny little frog named Lily who has a fly agaric mushroom growing out of her back. Lily, also being undead, does not need to breathe, and so for safety is now residing in the bag of holding. But also...
And David.
Hello. I play Markos. He is a human man. Wears about 30. Wears slightly nicer clothes than Nute, but again, not as nice or as colourful as Ashura or Marigold, respectively. He is a ranger rogue who's proficient with rifles, as his rank as a lieutenant in the Royal Adgani Infantry Gun Scouts. He's a good dude. He likes to shoot. His gun's in the shop right now, so MOT. So he's using a bow at the moment, but still shoot.
Just throwing arrows.
Any bow. The Soul Zephyr.
The Soul Zephyr. Once wielded by his lovely friend Maple.
And diseased.
Who's that?
I don't know. Apparently they're dead.
I don't know, like a ginger marigold? Doesn't ring a bell.
Basically.
I think we should just leave her for now.
Rip.
Though.
Yeah.
First
We'll get
of
to that when
all-
we get to that.
Yeah.
First of all, she's 3 inches taller.
Wow.
So,
That's a different measurement. Sorry.
as you all pause in this space, this large Zorn Kigo kind of rotating limbs, forming and grasping at the stone and pulling themselves out of sight from whatever has spooked them. A fluttering of feathers as a flock of songbirds and starlings just fly past you in the tunnel, whirling into a tornado of black and green and iridescent shine. And as a familiar voice rings out. From the feathers, 3 separate large manticores with ragged wings and collars of the same blackish-green feathers, wide, toothy maws begin to pace around this chamber ahead of you and in the center, clad in that dark black steel plate armor. Silver hair cut into a sharp bob, the Death Knight Drow, Lord Isiko. In one hand, a ball of roiling black flame, in the other, a long sword formed like a spine with jagged spikes protruding along its length, coming to a fine but unpleasant-looking point. As he calls out to all of you, "You've run out of warnings, Soulguard. End of the line." I need all of you to roll initiative.
Yay. What's
I'm-
that?
I'm
all I'm
rolling.
doing is a little bitch. What?
I'm rolling with advantage. Thank you, Tao.
Alright. I'm gonna roll
And
by
I got
hand.
a dirty 20.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you,
that's
Tao.
I got a natural
Whoa.
1! Wait! I have advantage on it because I've got that spear
You've got the
equipped.
Spear of Warning.
You do have the
Yeah.
speed warning, yeah.
You do have the spear warning.
Your boy.
Another
Bob.
I got a 19!
Let's go!
Yay!
Wow.
Rack it in that tracker. Don't forget to put your point decimals of like point your
Oh, yeah.
dex
Oh,
bonus to differentiate if needed. It's a good
Brilliant.
roll, fantastic actually.
Good.
Yes,
I rolled-
yes.
Very good.
I rolled
That's
a
what we
9,
want.
so...
I'm going
Alright.
before Isiko, that's fine.
Okay.
Willow
This
can
is-
have the
this
same
is-
as me.
This is the fight of the century, people. Come on.
Do all 3 manticores go on the same initiative? I guess they're the
It is
same
one
creature.
creature, yes.
It
Yeah.
is one creature.
All 3 manticores are Ophelia the Twilight Witch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Music is
Yes.
so intense.
The music is very intense.
I am-
Everyone
Literally gonna have a heart attack.
Have...
Can everyone make sure they put their health in their icons
Oh, yeah.
as well, please?
Oh, yes.
Oh, good
Yeah.
point. I'll make sure you've got them all
And that you.
So
we
Issachar,
don't
put your health in
see-
the icon. Ophelia,
Yeah.
put your health in it.
Right,
as well.
Issachar,
Yeah,
please do
everyone
that.
put their health in the icons.
Issachar, please do it. Don't
I don't
stop.
need to put mine. I never get hit anyway. Always at
Don't
mad.
jinx it!
Am I at
Okay,
full
You are
health?
playing with
I am.
fire right now.
Can everyone see everyone else's health?
I can't see Markos, but it might just be
Yeah.
because Willow is right above him.
I can see.
there we
Yeah,
go.
cool. I
Yeah.
can see everyone.
Yeah,
Except,
I can see everyone.
Well, actually,
I've
I'll
just
put in
done
Glowers as well so you can see
Yeah,
that.
Glaus.
Yes,
How much
please.
HP does
Oh
he
my
have?
God, I forgot he was here for this.
Yeah.
Yep, your guide.
Dude, hide.
Sorry for getting you involved.
Died. More
Alright.
like died.
With that, it is his turn first, and he is evidently
Jordan.
freaked. His long-term friend and companion, the Zorn, has hidden, but he does not quite know the danger he is in right now. And so he is mostly going to take a step aside from you. He's going to step like a few feet off to the back, and he's actually just going to wait to see what you guys do. And he's going to take the dodge action and wait and see, because he's pointed at the Soulguard, and he's not part of you. Yeah. With that, Nute, this large spiked bone sword is leveled towards all of you, and Issachar speaks out. It is your turn. What would you like to do?
Fucking Glower really out here. Just like, look, I don't really know those guys. I just met them today. Like, you can ignore me. It's fine. Right.
Nute, I'm afraid on your turn. In fact, as a legendary lair action, the whole party needs to take a sip.
Ah,
Classic.
Good one there. I like that one.
And a posture check.
And a posture check.
oh,
Check.
I needed that. I'm not
Oh, I
gonna
need
lie.
that after whatever I did to my arm earlier.
Angela Green.
I was
following
hunting.
us.
Alright,
Great.
run,
Yeah.
Jordan. Punch them.
Right. Newt is gonna have a look around, see all these things. Let me just check. I've probably got enough movement. Yeah, I'm fine. Newt seeing these manticores and seeing this go. It's gonna start running over to this first manticore on the left, and it's gonna point at least to the others and go, "Fuck him up." And like somewhat giving Glower the kind of indication as well, like we're fighting these dudes. And I'm gonna punch a manticore.
Go for it. Go ahead and roll an attack against Manticore. Manticore.
These attacks.
where are you?
One of those, I had a 3 on the dice. I'm gonna guess that a 12 doesn't hit.
12 does not hit.
What about
I'm
a
afraid, no.
22 though?
22 absolutely does. Go ahead and roll
Right.
some damage.
So that'll be 11 bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
And then
Hemlock, you're up
yeah,
next. So
as a bonus action for now, Newt is going to use a Step of the Wind and
Okay.
no, a patient defense and take the dodge
Patient
action.
defense. Alrighty. You come up to this large creature and it just grins towards you. You can still hear this very faint, like laughter, like a trickling stream, still echoing from the feathers that have still drifting in this space and out of this large, wide,
Oh.
toothy, grinning maw of this manticore before you that you know is that Eladrin Ophelia. With
Ugh.
that, Hemlock,
Yeah,
it's your turn.
I
What is it?
am going to run over to where am I going to go? Let's go over here. I'm going to go up to this wall, using my 30 feet of movement, and then I'm going to reach around the wall to the second manticore, and I'm going to cast Erupting Earth at 3rd level. Oh, no,
Okay.
Erupting Earth is 3rd level. Can the manticore make a dexterity saving throw for me?
It can certainly try. Do you want to go ahead and draw a little square on what that space is?
Yeah, it's a 20-foot cube, so it will be... that's not my thing. From, here, I can't quite... Can I get the other one? No, I can't quite get the other one. So it'll
Sweet.
just be 20-foot cube.
It's a 14 on the dex save.
That is a failure. So it's all, this cube here. That is also now difficult terrain, that 40-foot cube. And she will take... Where the fuck are my d12s? I've lost my d12s. There, my d12s. 1, 2. She takes 30 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oof. All right.
And that area is now difficult terrain.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
And
Yeah.
for a bonus action, I will Fuck it, I'll shillelagh my staff. Just to
Alrighty.
do it.
The staff begins to glow as your spores clasp and strengthen around it into almost like making the end of it heavier, like a club. And yeah, the earth around the manticore grinds and catches, and it tries to like skitter away and beat its wings to pull away from the ground. But the rock up and catches one of its legs, and you hear a crack as one of the legs is straight up broken by the grinding earth. And the grinding doesn't stop. The erupting earth ripples and tears in that space, but the entire rest of the chamber seems to ripple as it seems twisting elemental earth is really quite impactful here. And on this initiative count, the whole chamber begins to ripple and twist and tear and grind into almost like you're inside the gears of a mighty machine.
Oh shit! Oh my god, Andrew!
Behind you, a section of rock just drives into the ceiling. Separate pillars begin to form, some tear away and move. The entire chamber is lit up in bright light as glowing bright gold crystals go ting, 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 out of the ground, as if someone is beneath a cardboard box poking up with a knife. Luckily, none of you are standing on them.
Holy damn.
Andrew, I don't like that.
I want to know, why the fuck
Yeah.
you're forcing us to do this boss fight essentially on the stairs from Harry Potter? What is going on?
It wasn't hard enough at the beginning.
Scene on those stairs.
That
is
was so. If I'd gone one square either way, Jesus Christ.
Issachar,
Well, that applies to Isako too, right?
Yeah.
He can get
does,
meat
like,
grinded.
He does like get bumped by the rock, but he steps away relatively quickly. Doesn't seem to get trapped directly in that section. He's like in that little alcove. Where's the other manticore? No, the manticore's fine. You guys are all fine as well. Cool. With that, Markos, you see the earth begin to twist and completely meld around you. But it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Using the shifting earth and pillars in this cave to my advantage, as Isako glances behind himself to like dodge this rift of golden crystals, I'd just like to just perch myself like around here and do a hide.
Go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Cool. I'll use the yellow Lathander dice.
Go for it.
That's a natural 1, but 16 total.
Okay.
God, that makes
You-
sense.
You dive behind. I'll say you take 2 points of piercing damage as you like lean up against the rock. The rock hasn't finished moving yet, and like you get a nasty pinch on the arm.
Stay on your own turn, Rock. It's my initiative now.
You are hidden, and it does not look like he has seen you in this instance.
That's perfect. So what you're saying is I'd get all my good rogue shit.
You get all your good rogue shit. You do not get Colossus Slayer as he has not been damaged yet.
That's fine. I'm gonna like lean around the corner slightly and just go pa-chew, pa-chew.
Go for it. Roll some chaos. First one.
Okay. First one at advantage.
Mhm.
And he has not acted yet.
not.
Does none of these is a sharpshooter because I don't know what his AC is like.
Yep.
So I'm just sort of. So that's a 19.
19 misses.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Shit.
You two can go away and.
Oh, real quick, thank you to Jay for 100 bits. It's not
Ah,
bad.
thank
buddy.
you. 19 missed, you say? Okay.
David? David!
Can you hear us?
David! But we can't
No, we
hear
can't hear you
We
now.
can't hear you either.
David, we can't hear you.
Oh,
Does that
No.
still can't hear
No.
you. It looks like your captions are being picked up though.
mean... No!
No.
Where did
Ah.
our ranger go?
David.
It's okay.
David,
He just
Hunter,
rolled
what
really.
did you
He rolled
do?
really well on stealth. It's okay.
You rolled
right?
so well on stealth, it screwed up our overlay.
It wasn't that one, guys. He didn't roll well. He just did well.
He just did well. He's that
True.
sneaky.
He's that sneaky.
To be fair, what is expertise if not? Even in the worst of situations, you still do pretty good.
Right? And anyway,
That's
the thing
reliable
is,
talent.
yeah, reliable talent is
Markos
just
has
something
typed
that
22 to hit.
22 to hit. Please
Trying to
He's
fix
tried to
Discord.
Discord.
That hits. Okay, that hits. 22 hits, guys. That's
And 22 hits.
From beyond the Discord sphere, an arrow sails
Yeah.
through and finds a chink
Also,
in the very heavy
yeah.
armor.
I believe this will get like Markos. It won't get sneak, but it will get Markos's like assassin feature. Does it, or is that a thing that comes with sneak?
That's a surprise. Assassin is
Okay.
for. And I think
So-
he gets.
he gets advantage because he's first. He is above than Iseko in the turn order for the first turn of the fight. So he gets advantage on that hit. He didn't need to hide to get the advantage.
Have the advantage
that's
on both those hits.
He would get only on one, I think, but that wouldn't be. I think he
He'd
would.
get advantage on the other one from. Oh no, because he's not hidden. Never mind.
He's
One
not
of the hit just would have advantage.
Bonus action to hide. You already did that, but okay.
Cool.
Get back in here. Aha. There we go. All right. Isako will take those 13 points of damage. One of the arrows sails through as Isako glances up, his kind of hair like in the darkness, and the arrow kind of like sinks. It slides off of the armor and into the shoulder by like a half inch. Isako just brats it away. The kind of the shaft goes onto the floor. With that, Ashura. As
Yep.
the earth is churning, you see Markos duck behind and loose 2 arrows toward the Death Knight Isako. It is your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay, I'm gonna walk to as far as I can in the direction of Iseko. So I think I'm going there.
He
Right?
got bumped. I think that's 30 feet. Fuck it. He got bumped away from the rock. He's there.
No, you're kidding. Oh, he changes my plan. Okay, cool. Okay.
Fuck him up.
Fuck him
him
up.
up.
Then rather than walking, I'm gonna run at him, head
Come on,
down,
King.
cast smite on my blade.
Which
and
kind
I'm
of
gonna go for
smite?
the hit. Searing smite.
Go get
It's
it.
the only one that I have. At
Come on,
level
King. Up,
6.
King.
At level 6. Okay.
At my highest level.
And roll an attack.
I want to highlight the fact that I'm literally sat here with popcorn, like.
Eggy, Meggy,
okay.
same. I've got Oreos.
That's a really good idea.
Like snacks to watch the fight.
Okay, I have plus 11 to hit. Come on.
It's a good sword.
18.
18. As he looks towards you, you swing towards him, your blade beginning to ripple and burn as the shimmering energy begins to sheath it from the smite. He looks towards you and just raises his other arm, and it just stops dead against the armor.
Okay. I go back into position. It's like it's you and me, buddy. You and me. That's it.
Yes, it is.
So I
Is
have
that the end of your turn?
beautiful smile. Yep, beautiful laugh right here, huh? Iseko. Wow, insane. Love it.
He is going to take his turn.
I'm back.
Ah,
He's
hi.
Welcome
Yeah,
back.
you're back.
Back, David.
Yeah, sorry, Discord just like I don't know what happened. Bad things. But I'm back.
Cool. Good to know.
He is going to cast a similar spell, not identical, but a similar spell, and the blade that he is holding, that bone shard longsword, begins to ripple with slightly
Hey,
kind of
that's my thing.
like slightly glowing blue, almost like fireflies encase it, and he's going to go for 3 attacks against you.
Oh
Yep.
Jesus!
Yep.
Well, sure,
Yeah.
it was nice knowing you.
That's a. Do I?
Give me a second before you said. Give me a second before you said. I don't. Doesn't remember.
First attack is
Okay, cool.
I can't do maths. This would help. A 21 to hit.
21 hits. I have 16, buddy.
A 23
Go
to
wild.
hit.
That hit.
And a 30.
My God.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me real quick.
Sure, I can do that. I need 1 turn, guys. I need 1 turn. 15 plus.
Come on, Bob Blake.
17. My wisdom isn't high.
I
don't make it.
17, you fail.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm dead.
okay, this is going to take a second to roll, so...
Oh boy!
I don't like those words.
Nah, dudes. I'm out. Well,
One
I don't
day-
have a lot of HP, yo.
Look, one day I'm gonna make a character whose AC can go above 30, so that when the DM does that thing where it's like, oh, does the 29 hit? I'll be like, actually,
Yeah,
no!
yeah, like, no, fuck you. But the thing is, I wanted to use
God!
tempo.
101 points psychic and slashing damage.
Guys,
I'm sorry, what did you say? Wait.
101.
Yeah, I'm out, guys.
His blade slices and
No!
grabs hold of your shoulder and plunges it deep into your stomach. And as it tears through and he pulls it out, all of you see as Ashura begins to collapse. You can see skin and sinew and muscle being pulled and dragged by every barb and spine across this blade as Ashura drops to the ground.
Should have used Temple Shun on one of those attacks.
Chat, I just want you to know, Andrew just rolled 4d6 and 15d8 plus 24. That's the obscene amount of dice we all saw in the chat just then.
To be fair, it was either one of us. He would hit me, I would go down. I would hit him, he would go down.
Yeah, let me see which one got that hit in.
Then he is going to...
Cool, I'm out.
I feel like he's
intimidatingly stand over your body with a satisfied look across his face.
I'm gonna kill him so bad. I don't know when.
With that, Willow and Marigold, it is your turn.
Hi, I guess my turn has changed. Fucking hell. So, first of all, as my bonus action, I'm going to get out my spirit totem.
Okay.
It is a small, like, spiritual, little, like, spirity fox is going to turn up, which is the equivalent of the hawk spirit. So, for you guys, that just means you have advantage on perception checks while in the range, but it means that I can use my reaction to give you advantage.
Radical.
nice.
So I'm gonna pop that, like, next to Hemlock. Here. Loop.
Perfect. Do you want to draw a little circle for that?
It'll be easier because I can move it around, so it'll be easier if it's a thing that has an aura on it.
Oh, well, you have your beast spirit for that, don't you? Boop.
Yeah.
I know this is on but
It's a 30-foot aura.
boop. There you go.
There you go.
See if I can turn the intensity of that down a little bit because that's quite.
Yeah,
we
that's
cannot.
fine.
I cannot see the
You
aura.
can't see that. Okay. Boop.
Hey, there we go. Now I can see it. Damn, that's a big aura. Hell
Oh yeah. Tell me the heels.
Right here.
So that was your
Okay,
bonus action.
and then that was my bonus action. And then my action, I am going to cast a 4th level Cure Wounds on Ashura.
Yes.
The Cure Wounds is a touch spell. Are you going up to him?
Fuck! Yes, that I meant to say I was going to run up to him on Willow, because I can't make it with my movement, but Willow can get me there.
Oh, I love you. Yes.
That's what I'm here for. When I
Thank you,
meant I
baby.
have all. When I said I have all of the healing spells prepared, this is what I meant. So it'll be 4d8 plus 4.
My chat's popped out. I don't know why.
Ah.
I can't see the roll 20 anymore.
So 16, right?
And
Nikki?
the 3 little lights.
You
at
get
the top
20
right.
hit points back.
20 hit points back. That's insane.
Nice.
Yes.
I
there
can
you
like
go.
tank 0 hit, but it's better than
Just
nothing.
don't get hit, dummy.
It's better than nothing. I
Yeah,
will
thank you, baby.
help you later.
No, don't worry. I've got it.
Move your icon over to Ashura, Meggie.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Sorry.
So you can also be hit by a sickle.
Weep.
Yeah, my smite is gone. I think, Jordan. Yeah.
Oh, that's rough.
No.
Yeah. I have other spell slots, but that was my big boy.
You guys in the chat have points for things like crit successes and advantage. I don't know, just a reminder.
Just in case, yeah, maybe.
Marigold, is that your...
Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright, you conjure the beast spirit, that light begins to filter through the space as your spirit begins to emanate that aura of awareness. You get to Ashura, and Ashura, as you're like losing consciousness, your vision is red and pain. You feel that That really hurt.
Yeah,
Like,
I did.
There's being downed by a kobold with a bow and arrow, and there's having someone shove a spiky sword through you. With that, it is Ophelia's turn, so the Manticores. And they are going to do some stuff. They make 3 attacks with spikes. +5. So, this one on the far right is going to swoop in, and she knows exactly what her target is. She's going to sweep in, and she's going to launch 3 spike attacks towards you, Marigold.
Oh no.
Of course.
Go after the healer.
15 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. That's my AC.
A 15 to hit, and a less than that. So you take.
Hey.
That'll be fine.
You take 17 points of piercing damage as the Manticore flaps up on its large, ragged wings, and its tail slings round, and large, kind of bony spikes are launched from it, almost like a dart thrower throws darts. Their arm, like the tail, flicks towards you, and these darts fly in your direction. The one in the erupting earth is going to flap above, dragging its kind of broken limb from the rubble, and fly towards you, Hemlock, and is going to take a couple nibbles at you.
Nibbles.
Just a couple nibbles. So it does an 8 doesn't hit you, does it? Hemlock?
No, 8 does not hit.
8
AC 14.
14, okay, so the claw hits, and that doesn't hit, she's rolling like garbage, that's just
Nice.
7 points of slashing damage from a claw. And the last one is going to actually... The last one's just going to go for another...
Can that Manticore that's moved into my space make a Constitution saving throw, please?
Let me try it. That is actually really garbagely low. Is this a poison thing?
This is a necrotic. This is Halo of Spores. That's
that's like she rolled a 4, so
yeah, she fails. She takes 8 points of necrotic damage, which I'm assuming she can resist. But
in Manticore form, you see your spores begin to penetrate and darken patches of the fur that kind of bush up at the front of that muscular chest, as it does seem to have some impact. Your spores protecting you. Nute, the Manticore in front of you, is going to go for another bite. A disadvantage, I believe.
Nute is bobbing and weaving.
A natural 20 and a natural 1. So that makes these are 12 to hit, and then a natural 20 and a 17, so a 22 to hit.
oh my god!
That one will hit.
Okay, so
Oh, crit though.
you take 5 points of slashing damage as this one looms towards you with its large toothy maw. You manage to duck to one side, but one of these large, like massive paws with claws extended swipes towards you and
Is
catches.
that 5, yeah?
Yes. 5 points of slashing damage.
Ow.
With that, Glower, your guide and companion, seeing that, okay, shit's going down, calls out towards you. You'll be paying me really quite well for this.
Payment? Did we talk about
We
my-
saved your zone! Help us!
He's going
I think we
to start
talked
by
about
running
payment.
towards this Manticore, and he's going to unload with a bunch of unarmed strikes because he's
Glower.
Yeah, go on, boy.
a monk boy.
Like, unless this bitch was gonna pay us for
I
saving
rolled
his
a
zone.
2, a 3, and a 5. You guys
Oh.
might be fine today. So one of them hits.
You literally just rolled a natural 20.
Yeah,
Yeah,
also,
with disadvantage, so it
you're-
didn't count.
you're saying that we might be fine. This is on our ally.
No, this is him attacking the Manticore.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it's on all of my rolls.
that's not good for us.
He goes through a flurry of punches, but this Manticore seems to be ducking and weaving as Ophelia is managing to keep her eyes from all of these different creatures to keep a pretty high level of awareness. With that, Nute, it is your turn. This creature has ducked and weaved towards you, swiping you with its large claw.
Nute's gonna go for some more punches.
What? I'm surprised.
I know, right? No, I
Yeah,
wouldn't expect
me
this.
too.
Alright, the lowest is a 15.
15 hits.
Alright, cool, so that's 2 hits. That will be, 7 plus 8, 15 bludgeoning damage.
So what was that total?
15 bludgeoning damage.
15 total. Alrighty.
Alright.
Nice. You load another 2 punches in, and you see them like bruising the thick muscle that binds around this manticore. Kind of hisses at you at large mouth, kind of still giggling slightly, which is unhappy.
And I'm going to use a bonus action to do 2 more punches with
Go
flurry
for
of
it.
blows. So that will be. Well, one of those is a nat 20.
That'll just about
And
hit. Yeah.
the other one is a 21.
21 also
So
definitely.
on that
hits.
nat 20, I'm also going to use up a few charges of
Ah,
my crackling
Come
zap.
on, King!
Yes.
I'm going to use up 4 charges, I think. just
Hell
so I
yes.
have some salt left. So this is going to be overall 3d8 and 8d6 plus
Fuck yeah.
8. So
While Nute is rolling this, I rolled a con check for Find the Path that is still up.
3d8
May I see one?
plus 8d6 plus 8. That's going to be 52 points of bludgeoning and like
Yes!
overall.
That is my boyfriend!
Yes.
Damage.
So Nute just comes in.
Your first. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Nute comes
Pow,
in,
pow.
sort of 2 quick jabs at first to get it off balance. Comes in with an elbow following afterwards to sort of slam its head out of the way, and then as it's sort of rearing its head back around, he brings his foot up, and sparks of lightning seem to jolt and charge through and supercharge the kick, spinning it around much faster pace than he should be able to, and just cracks it right across the side of the jaw.
Just Midoriya shoot style. Just
Basically.
your leg blasts into the manticore, and its face erupts into black and green feathers as this manticore is destroyed.
Yes!
Rolls his shoulders.
Vanishes.
Like, right.
You both Hemlock and Glamour, you see the other 2 manticores wince in pain as one of their collective is destroyed.
Nute's gonna stay where he is, but turn to the other manticore near Hemlock and just do the thing of just like, bring it on, bitch.
Make a persuasion check. Make a real quick persuasion check for me.
Alrighty.
Oh,
I think that's like a not great.
Okay.
It's an 8.
8. Okay, good to know. Hemlock, you hear like that. You see this wince of pain in the creature's face before you as one of the manticores is destroyed. You have this spirit glowing beside you. It is your turn. What would you like to do?
I will turn to Nute and I'll say, "Nice one, babe!" And I'm gonna cast a thunder wave at third level at the manticore in front of me. Can you
Hell
make
yeah.
a con save, please?
Con save. That's a 3. So a 6.
So
You guys are fine tonight. Don't worry about this.
She gets she gets pushed 10 feet away from me to start off with.
Interrupting you.
And I rolled an 8, a 7, a 7, and a 5 on that. So 14, 21, 20, 27 points of thunder damage.
Ow!
Damn, boy.
You send it, and as it tumbles back over itself, and it collapses into the spiked earth that remains after you cast Erupting Earth, and it tears one of its legs on that. You see one of the spikes of rock penetrate through it as it's just thrown backwards into these spikes, and it's wiggling on the ground.
Does it take any more damage from being thrown onto all the spikes?
Yes, why not?
Yay!
Sure, let's go.
It is
We'll
looking
take
very
everything we
unhappy.
can.
And then, as a bonus action, I will just take half a step here, and I'm gonna pass a healing potion to Ashura, and then take a step back.
Alright.
Let me just check which type of healing potions I have, because I have a couple.
Yeah.
It's just a regular potion of healing.
Perfect.
So yes, I'll pass you regular potion of healing. That's my turn.
Alright. Everyone,
Oh.
thank you to Ruined Keep for following us.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Speaking of madness, Hemlock,
Yeah.
as you step back handing this potion, you see the spikes that the manticore have been thrown back on begin to twist and turn like the stalagmites in the chamber that you slept in only the last night before, but much faster and more aggressive.
Oh,
and
no.
the whole chamber begins to shift and ripple. They actually collapse inwards and just... You know those really slow, garbage crushers that just can crush anything? There's the little teeth turn and grind up anything into nothing. It's that. The manticore just and feathers just come out as the tunnel shifts once more. Out
Oh my Nute!
No.
Hey lads,
I'm in a wall.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
I could do
Dodge
that.
the wall.
See, none of you are actually really in the wall. Apart from
No.
Nute.
That's a 7 on the die, but plus 9s, that's 16.
16, cool. You take 6 points of bludgeoning
Um,
damage, but you can choose which side of the wall you pop out on.
Because of evasion, do I just not take any?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
you don't
is
take
a
any.
damage, so yeah, you
Hell
don't take any.
yeah.
You dodged the
yeah.
wall successfully.
Okay.
Newt's gonna.
Can I just say
Newt's gonna pop out
this
this
is
side.
this is a sick fucking battle map.
Yeah.
This
It
is
is.
Andrew.
So cool.
This is fucking amazing. I love you.
Wait, guys,
Great.
Glower is alone.
Oh no!
I
Don't
was just being
corner.
split off with this one magical
Oh,
like.
round a corner.
Alright, I
Are
guess.
these,
Oh no.
are these gaps? Are these black bits? Are they solid walls or are they like
Yes.
holes? Okay.
Yeah.
Those are like the sides of walls that
Oh,
have like.
fuck.
formed
Sorry,
up.
Glower.
Sorry.
Yeah,
It's
bye.
almost like
I got him. I can get to him.
you see
He only
Nute
has
like
to survive
dodging
6
one-
seconds by himself. He'll be fine.
Yeah. You see Nute as like the ground beneath you begins to like ripple and bubble and tear. You worry for a moment that it's going to open as a void, and then you see just a rushing of stone. Like you know when like you stare down at a geyser and you see water rushing up to you. It's like that. You're like of rock that slams into the ceiling. Rubble scatters across.
So-
void.
So what you're saying is Newt is a Looney Tunes character.
Yes, exactly. I mean, we've known that since the start. With that,
Tune,
Markos,
Looney,
is your
Looney
go.
Tune, Looney Nute.
Nute.
Mm.
Uni Nute. With that, Markos, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I'd like to go and help our Glower boy, so I'm gonna like go like 30 feet up to here, and then I can just like get there.
Oh yeah, you can, bastard.
Like just like there. Can I? I can't shoot the manticore from there, can I?
Do the wanted thing where you just
Like lean around.
I'll
Yeah.
say
Press-
it will have
press-
3/4 cover. I'll say you can
Okay.
lean around enough, but you're just getting there in time to loose the shot.
Press E to peek.
yeah.
Yeah, Q and E to lean, like
Mm,
in Hitman or something.
Yeah.
yeah. You can hit him. You can hit him.
Yeah, you're fine. And your attack is great, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's a good point. I ignore all cover, so sweet.
Okay.
2 shots,
Go
please.
for
Pew, pew.
He is
Just-
engaged with an ally,
it. He is, yeah.
so sneak attack.
She.
on, boy.
It is she.
I don't know. Is Glower an
The
ally?
beast.
Oh, no, Glower is a doesn't care. Glower is all.
Glower's a good boy. That is a 24 to hit on the first one.
24 does hit the manticore.
Sweet. Has it taken damage?
This one has, yes.
Okay, sweet. And I get sneak attack.
Yes, you do.
This is 8, 14, 17, 22 points of damage.
22 points of damage. Nice. The arrow sinks into it. It rears around with a roar laugh, like a roaring laughter. It's a horrible, like, double tone thing. It's horrible.
Ugh.
I like that.
Damn.
And then
Scary.
final shot.
Go for it.
That's 17.
With the cover, the last shot doesn't quite hit as you're like tearing around this corner. I'll switch them in temporally. The first one like skitters off into the wall. The second one, you get a slightly better view and land a nice shot into it. There's that kind of force as the arrow from the bow has that kind of detonation effect within it, and the manticore reels around. You see its large spiny tail flexing, ready to send out another volley of spikes. Anything else for your go?
I'm just gonna like nod at Glower from round the corner. Just be like, sorry,
Hey,
bud, I'm
thinking
here.
out, just like,
Hi.
Yeah, just leaned all the way around like in an FPS, just like.
Yep, lean. Right, mashing Q and E. Perfect. With that, Ashura, it is your turn. You are prone on the ground, but you are conscious. You can feel some of your wounds begin to close slightly and at least stop bleeding. But you can still hear, among the rumbling and the tearing of stone, there is, like, your mind, like, mutes all of that out, and you just hear a bloop, bloop, dripping sound of your blood and viscera coming off of the blade that hangs in Isiko's hand. It is your turn. What would you like to do?
Maybe I should just stay on the ground.
Maybe
Uh,
you should.
I hate
Yeah, no, fuck you. And he's gonna stand up, just look at his belly, spit a bit of blood.
Yeah.
Cool. That's a great sword, dude. I'll attack you. No, you look very strong.
Excuse me, sir. I would like to use my reaction to give Ashura advantage.
Hell yeah, bitch!
Can I cast a smite before attacking?
You certainly may.
Thank you. I'll put it at level 4. I am
What
keeping my
kind of
level.
smite is this?
The only one that can be upcasted, Searing Smite.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only smite that can be upcasted. Advantage, Meggy? Fucking yes.
Go on, you got this, buddy.
No.
Big money, no whammies.
Okay, cool. I've got a 6 and a 14, but 14 is plus 11, so it's 25.
25.
Yes.
You swing forward with the blade. Issachar will use his reaction to parry. And he
Fuck.
brings his blade up, and the hooks of the spine hook into the steel of your blade. I need you to make a strength or dexterity check, your choice.
Question, Andrew. Would you say it hits?
It would hit if he wasn't parrying.
Right, okay, cool. It's not that it hits and then he stops it from hitting. Okay, cool, yeah.
The
Dexterity
hit is-
saving throw?
Yeah.
Cool. I hate this man so bad.
Oh, boy.
There's some Battlemaster bullshit,
Work.
guys.
I hate it.
That's dexterity saving throw. It's 14 plus 8, 22.
Just a dex check.
Check. 14 plus 3, so 17.
As you bring up the blade, he catches it just in time before you slice in, where you can see it's going to be a really good hit. And his blade catches, but his momentum doesn't stop, and you feel your blade yanked from your hand as he uses it with that contest. He manages to disarm you and sends your blade skittering across the floor.
Oh my.
Where's it gone?
Let's
15
go
feet away.
for.
This is definitely
by me.
not how I expected the fight to go. I'm just telling you
Don't
right
worry.
now.
That little red line where the sword lands.
Cool.
Ooh, good sword.
Cool. Cool.
And he kind of tilts his head
Right.
towards you, and resumes his defensive stance.
I kind of look at my hands and just go like, okay. Oh, okay.
Real quick, thank you to Angel Green for subscribing to us.
Hell yeah!
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Welcome to the subscriber club.
I have nothing left. I'm just gonna move around him, and
Sure.
like next to the sword, and just look at him like, dude.
He doesn't even turn to follow you. He just his chin. You see his chin lift beyond like his shoulder.
I think everyone just sees the show just being like losing a bit of spirits, but not because he's like, oh, I'm gonna die. More like, you broke like. I had to fight. You took my thunder, dude. Like something going on, and
The
you.
vibe, man.
It's the momentum, dude.
Yeah.
No confidence, man. Come on.
Is that Ashura's go?
That's. I have nothing else.
Perfect. All right.
Yeah.
With that, Issachar, seeing you like stumbling across, cocks a grin, and he's going to turn it back towards Marigold and Hemlock.
Temple shunt.
Okay.
Yeah,
What
okay.
do you need to make?
I think it's con,
A con save.
but it never lands. Why?
Just-
Why would it now?
Because I rolled a 6. So it's an 11.
Yes, Temple shunt.
Yes!
I knew I had to keep the 5th level, and he's
He-
gone from this timeline.
Is
Ditto.
that his turn or his action?
That's
What
his
is that?
turn. That's his
He's
turn.
vanished.
Amazing. He turns
Oh,
towards
shit!
Marigold and Hemlock and Willow,
Oh.
and you see he takes his blade up and makes a motion. You know, like that flick to clean your blade that kind of sends the blood off of it. He does that.
I
Except
do
every,
finger guns with middle finger.
every vertebrae along this spine that is the blade unhinges and falls loose as black, crackling, sinew-like energy ties them together in a coiling whip that begins to swing backwards, and he begins to loop it up, ready to slash towards you, towards Marigold, towards Willow, and then you see he just vanishes in a swirl, and you can see with like cracked glass in reality. The actual air itself has these tiny like cracks of light and shimmer through it. And for now, Issachar is not present.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
And it's just like patting his pants, and like, now I have to go fetch my sword.
Marigold, it is you and Willow as you avoid the
Your favorite
fate of the bone lash, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I am going to real quick run back up to Ashura. Be like, and I'm gonna do another 4th level cure wounds.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Roll some healing.
God.
Roll 4d8. 34 healing.
Hell yeah.
34? That's a
Yeah.
lot of healing. Thank you.
Nice.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Oh damn, those
Also
are good
that-
rolls.
You need it.
Yeah,
Like,
those are good rolls.
I'm not.
Jesus.
I'm not confident that
Jesus.
you can
8,
take
7,
another
7,
attack
8.
without fully perma dying on
Wow.
20 hit points.
Can you
Yeah.
make sure to update your roll 20 health as well, please, Alex?
Yes, I
Yes.
can.
Thank you.
As well.
That's your-
That's my action.
Anything else for you?
I don't know that I have a bonus action other than healing word. Do I give Ashura a healing word too?
Nah, no way.
Also
I'm good.
healing word.
Yeah.
Upgrade it to like healing phrase or healing clause,
Healing phrase. Healing paragraph.
healing sentence.
Healing prose.
Prose!
If you cast it at 9th level, you get healing monologue.
Healing monologue.
In that
Healing
case,
essay.
Flower, it will go on a flurry of punches and strikes towards the
Yeah.
Manticore.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
gonna. Sorry, I was gonna move
Go
back.
ahead, go for it.
Over here.
Alrighty. I rolled another nat 20 and nat 1, and also a 4. Which
Wow.
So 1 hit, but it's a nat 20, so...
So many. I'm happy at least Glaus gets the nat 20s. At least.
Flower will deal 17 points of damage. So Markos, as you're like coming around this corner, you see Glower take the moment where the Manticore swivels to pay its attention towards you and jumps into a spinning, like arcing crescent kick, slams his heel down into like the hindquarters of the creature, and like dips out of the pain and snarls, almost like backing away from him on one side and you on the other. With that, Nute, as you step aside from this rushing rock as it seals and morphs the passage, you see Osiko vanish from sight. It is your turn. What would you like to do?
I can't really see shit right now. So Nute is gonna run. I guess I'll have to go like that and then that. Okay, yeah. So Nute is gonna run along to meet up sort of next to Markos. It's gonna be like. But actually, on the way, would I be able to pick up the sword and just give it to Ashura?
Oh, that's nice.
Kick it in his direction, at least.
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, cool. So I'll do that as well.
Cool.
Like, Ashura,
Bingo.
hold on to it this time.
Yep. Thank you.
Markos,
Don't
what's going
die.
on around here?
Hey Nute, check it out. He can do the kicks like you do.
Nice.
I
Then-
can pick too. Wow.
Nute will. Am I gonna?
Shakes dice
Yeah,
angrily.
Nute is gonna bonus action dash using a key point,
Go for it.
and it's gonna go to around Bahia. I love being monks. You just get so much movement.
Yeah, you can fucking zoom.
And then from this distance, Nute is gonna roll his shoulders, and I'm gonna throw 2 light punches at this motherfucker.
Go for it. As you come around the corner, you see it taking its attacks, because IW did it off the order by mistake, into Glower, but it can't roll for shit, so it doesn't hit.
Does a 13 hit?
13 does not hit.
Then both of them missed. I rolled a 4,
Damn.
I rolled a 4 and a 2.
Shit.
Man, we're all central tonight. Already, you spring in the corner, you send these radiant, streaking arcs of light across from your fists, and they strike into the morphing rock as you see it's beginning to twist and change again, distracting your shot. Anything else for you on your turn? Or is that
I'll
you
take
done?
one step back to Bahia. I feel like this is gonna be a little bit safer.
Alrighty. In that case, Hemlock, it is your
Yes.
turn. What would you like to do?
I have. Well, first of all, I am going to reach into my little side bag and I'm going to pull out a small brown leather pouch. And out of it, I pull a single small mushroom that is iridescent purple and glowing with flickering colours. Are Grebo's mushrooms an action or a bonus action to use?
Ooh.
Oh.
I'm gonna say, fuck it. Similar to a potion, a bonus action to use on yourself.
Okay. In that case, as an action, I am going to ready blindness for when Isako next appears.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I pull out this iridescent glowing mushroom and I crush it into my hands and kind of rub it with my fingers into my gums. And that allows me to cast the blink spell on myself.
Hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, and I'm gonna move up to here, I think. Ready blindness. And then that's the wrong dice. And then I vanish.
Hell yeah.
Just might be annoying. Just so it casts the spell through you.
It casts the spell.
But like on you, but not through you, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, cool. So when you cast blindness, it doesn't stop. You know.
No.
I'm asking for you, so you don't
readying blindness. The mushroom casts blink on me.
Cool.
And as I need to, so it says, when ground into a paste and rubbed into the gums, this mushroom casts the blink spell.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm kind of pushing it between my fingers and go, first time for anything, and then rub it into my gums, and then Hemlock vanishes.
For a moment, you wonder if you've got the right one, or if maybe it's gone off, because it's completely tasteless. But after a second, you feel it have almost a numbing sensation as and then a horrible sensation of fear as your hand almost pushes through your gums.
Ah!
Your body becomes incorporeal and vanishes into the ethereal plane.
Do I see anything funky?
In this current environment, you do not see anything crazy in the ethereal plane for now.
Stones.
It seems relatively chill.
I told you not to eat random mushrooms.
I am readying blindness, I guess, for when I next pop back in. I'm not sure quite how.
Once you're on the same plane and you see Isiko. Got it. Perfect. As you vanish from sight, you find yourself a little bit lucky, because you can see the rocks, which now, as you kind of stand there, your feet kind of drift through slightly as you are incorporeal, begin to shift and change once more.
Am I in a wall?
You might be about to be. Yep.
Oh my!
Oh, no!
The situation shifts once more.
Oh no!
Markos, no!
Nute and
Markos.
I need you guys to both make me dexterity saving throws.
At least if there's anyone making dexterity saving throws, it's you two.
Andrew?
Is this magical plants?
No.
Oh.
I rolled a nat 1. So that's a
I rolled a 1.
No!
Oh, no, buddy.
You stay in
At
the
least-
stone.
Markos like,
at least-
no, don't go.
No.
At least Nute only takes half damage.
Yeah.
Oh, sure I do.
Markos, you take 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
Nay.
And you're rejected to the. I'll say you can choose what side you're rejected on.
Oh, phew.
I'm not gonna make you do like that. You're kind
rejected
of
to the opposite room by yourself where you can do nothing.
You're close to that one side, but you're in a thin section, so I'll say you can die either way. Nute, you take half that, so 18, so 9 points of bludgeoning damage, as you also get half jettisoned to one side by the rock as it begins to rip and pull and jettison itself. Part of the roof actually collapses, and where you are, it's like maybe like 6 foot high. Like you guys, you're not like crouching, but like if you were to jump, you'd hit your head. And it begins to feel a little bit claustrophobic. But with that, Markos, it is your turn as you find yourself shoved out and beaten by the stone itself. It is your go. You can see one manticore in the room currently. What would you like to do?
I would like to make that number of manticores reduce.
So,
I'm gonna like dash up to here and get behind Ashura and like try and just like do a quick bonus action stealth in that little nook.
Sure.
Oh wait, I don't need to sneak attack. What am I doing? I'm not gonna move. I don't need to hide to sneak attack because there's a boy there. I'm just gonna shoot then.
Go for it.
2 big shoots.
Big shoots.
Cha. The first one is a 17, which misses, I believe.
17 hits the manticore.
Oh, it hits the manticore. Perfect.
It had cover last time.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yes, so 17 hits, sneak attack, and Colossus Slayer.
Oh. Here come that damage.
Yeah.
2 sixes as well on 46. So that's 12, plus 4, plus another 6, that's 18 total, plus 5, 23.
23? Perfect.
And
Go ahead.
second shot, or do you want to describe?
Very quickly before the second shot, the first arrow sinks into the side of Manticore, and now as with 1, and then 2, and then 3 people all harrying it from various sides, your arrow sinks in, and with that detonation, there is a of feathers, but these ones don't dissipate. These ones don't meld into nothing. These
We
ones
gotta back down.
swirl and form, and they land with a as you see a gangly, tall, pale-skinned Eladrin, her face obscured with a long obsidian beak which comes to a point, and a plume of black and green feathers that cover the face and drape over behind the head, with like ragged leather armor, like kind of some tatty parts, bone charms hanging from like random leather cording across, as Ophelia the Twilight Witch is revealed as her
No,
last
she's
man.
hot. She's
Of
hot.
course she's hot.
Of course.
It's like
Everyone is
that,
hot. This is D&D.
It's like that bit of SpongeBob. It's okay, just imagine him naked. Oh no, he's hot!
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You have one more shot, so go ahead and take your second shot should you wish.
I'm gonna look at her and be like, there you are. Can I bonus action Hunter's Mark in the middle of my shots?
Yeah.
Sweet,
Oh,
because
hell
now she's one creature. Things are easier. So I'm gonna pop a Hunter's Mark on her.
Mhm.
Just at level 1.
Go for it.
Not that it really makes
put
a
a little-
massive
I'll
difference.
put a little boop on her.
And take my shot.
Go for it.
Shoot my shot.
Shoot your
Oh,
shot.
that's better. That's a 29.
29. Alright, yeah, that definitely hits.
Sweet. So now I also get sneak attack on her. So that's
You
just
do.
going to be 3d6
Yes.
plus 5. 4 plus 4 plus 5 is 18.
18, nice.
There was another
She-
5 in there that I didn't say.
Perfect. She reappears in the space. You knock the next arrow and fire it, and it sinks between. The mask itself begins to like glow in darkness. It's almost like the obsidian of the beak and the kind of the shadows among the feathers darken, and the arrow. You actually see it in midair, like waver slightly, but it finds its mark true and sinks in, and she kind of. There's no noise comes out of her this time. The laughter has stopped. Anything else for your go, or is that you good?
No, I'm gonna chill here and stare her down.
Perfect. Ashura.
Yep.
It is your turn. How long? When does Isako come back?
That's a good question. Let me just recheck the spell so I don't say shit.
He's just gone.
Never. At the start of its next turn, the target
Cool.
reappears where it was at the closest unoccupied space. The target doesn't remember you casting the spell or being affected by it.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Interesting.
No. I wish he knew.
Yeah.
Tell him it's
I
fun.
wish he knew.
Also, thank you
Alrighty.
to Alicia Marie Body for following us. Welcome.
Hell yeah!
Hi.
Hi,
Hi.
Alicia.
Hey, babe. How you doing?
I love Rowan's face.
It's just every stream. It's
Sorry.
Ah,
Oh, well.
Sure, you feel your grasp on the temporal
Okay.
energy that removed this Death Knight from the field for now beginning to fade. It is your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm just gonna, take my sword. Just like okay. So he's
Smite is
gonna-
still active. He disarmed
Yeah.
you. He did not hurt you.
Yeah. I kept that in mind. Don't worry. I'm just gonna. Okay, so I think I was like that. Okay. And I think that's it because I don't have anything else I can do.
You could ready an attack.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I'm gonna do. I don't have a bonus action I can ready because all my bonus action spells are concentration. So I will do just that. Ready an attack and just be ready to hit.
Alrighty. As you do so and you prepare, those kind of fine lines like cracked glass through reality reverse in identical fashion to how they whipped the Death Knight away. And Isako, his sword now in this long bone lash forming these vertebrae connected by black serpentine sinewy arcs of energy coiled on the floor, lashes out into thin air, whereas Marigold and Hemlock do no longer occupy the space. The bone lash through and back into the sword. As he reappears and prepares to strike once more, a slightly confused expression across his face. He has reappeared in your space, so go ahead and take your attack, Ashura.
Come on, die!
Also, Hemlock had blindness prepared.
But
I'm not.
Hemlock
I'm
is
still
not
in
the
the
same
ethereal
plane.
plane.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It will go off when
Yeah.
I boost back into the ethereal,
Fair.
into the regular plane.
Guys, bless this die for me.
Big money, no
Oh,
whammies.
I want to use my reaction to give Ashura advantage.
Yes, yes, do that. Thank you.
Go for
Let's
it.
go, boys.
Come on!
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's a 5 and a 2, so that's
Oh.
16.
Has no one in chat redeemed their crit success?
No.
Not yet.
No. No one
Someone
has
give
the money
Alex
for
the
it.
crit, goddammit!
Quick!
I just need to hit him, and I get a crit.
People have been too busy redeeming hydrates.
Fucking hell. Okay,
It's not the time to make us hydrated.
that's it.
Alright.
I
He
just
reappears,
oh fuck.
sees you missing and flailing with your sword once more.
Oh, here's a hydrate.
Oh,
Damn it,
A
Tal.
hydrant, really? Is that what we need right now? Okay, I'm just gonna drink. But
He looks down
I need
towards
it.
you.
I swear to God, next time I'll hit you. Don't worry, it's fine.
This fight is so intense that I'm losing like at least twice my body weight in sweat every minute.
Yeah, do it.
Ashura, could you make a...
No, I cannot.
Let's go ahead and say...
I don't have
Oh, yeah,
temporary.
that's perfect. That's more powerful, but this one seems better. Could you make a wisdom saving throw for me, please?
I don't want to.
come on, Ashura. Come on, Ashura.
Not a charm effect.
I rolled a 2 plus 2. That's 4.
Oh.
Isuko just looks down towards you. Not really down, like level. You're the same height. For now, as you feel that same rasping, grinding voice just emanate and rattle in your mind. Kneel, boy. And he's gonna cast command. And you
Oh.
take your goddamn knee. Kneeling before Isuko.
Yeah. And all I'm gonna say is no, my 2 was untied. It's why. Don't worry. I'll just. Yep. Yep.
And he will take.
To be fair, it's a great way to spend his turn. I'm just saying, 2 turn with that damage is great.
Yeah.
Andrew, you can't reckon it. It's done. You did it.
I didn't say his turn was done.
Oh fuck.
Not getting his turn is done.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
A bonus.
harness your assumptions, boy.
Yeah, you're right.
With that, however, as he just very calmly takes a step away from Ashura, as Ashura takes and gets down on both knees, and just surveys the rest of you, looking at where you're standing, what you've done, how you're moving.
He's still
and he
uncut.
takes a moment to just assess you, and just think about what he wants to do next, because he can afford to take that time. And with that, Marigold, astride your jackalope, its antlers pronged out before you, it is your turn.
Oh, wow.
What would you like to do?
I want to first of all use my bonus action to wiggle this little boy over here. So it has everyone in it now. I'm gonna because I can use a bonus action to move it up to 60 feet. So yeah. Okay. And then other than that, Isuko is just like out here. So I am going to cast Tidal Wave.
Hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Can he make a dexterity saving throw, please?
You can probably try, but I haven't been rolling very well. That's an 18.
That'll make the save, but I believe he still takes half damage.
Okay.
Yeah, he takes half damage. So this is gonna be...
Lol, look at this fucking nerd. Doesn't even have evasion. Some kind of death
Wow,
like you are.
I rolled absolutely garbage damage there, guys.
I know.
No.
I rolled 9 damage total, so that's
At least
4.
At least you hit.
Ouch.
You know?
At least you got him. You got him.
Yeah, damage.
He stumbles back momentarily as the water erupts from in front of you and blasts past him and out, kind of bouncing and pooling off the walls and flowing down between the cracks across the space. But he doesn't. He seems to hold firm.
I'm very unsatisfied with that. It's fine. I'll just go back to healing people. That's the end of my turn.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Statistically speaking, I'll hit at one point.
Maybe. Who knows? It could happen.
If I keep giving you advantage, it has to happen.
It has to happen.
With that, Ophelia, the Twilight Witch. Yeah, that makes sense. She's gonna use her action to cast Shape Change. Yeah, she's just that bitch. I'm sorry, guys.
Boring.
Oh Christ!
Yeah.
It's fine.
What
She
is
did it in
that?
the other part of the cave. We're good.
Ah, here.
Oh.
Yes.
Hi.
Don't tell me 3 of them, just 1, right?
She just turns into 1.
Okay, cool.
Save initiative count.
I was about to be like, is there gonna be 3 of them?
Yeah, I love the
I would
What,
be.
what is this thing?
Electrical snaky beach.
Oh no.
Zebekir.
There we go.
Can it be there instead?
Map is just messing around with me right now.
I'm very happy it's on
Jordan.
you, Jordan.
She takes a side step, taking this really wide stance. Her hands with her claw-like nails glistening in the light that emanates through this chamber from your healing spirit, Marigold. And she just grasps hold of part of her and tears at the leather or the skin or something, and black and green feathers just erupt, obscuring the space. But through them, you see actual flesh filling that space. And out of it, as the feathers begin to align and clad this long, draconic-like body with legs upon legs upon legs in rows, and a large mouth with a long, thin, toothy jaws open. And you see saliva and sinew still dragging between this inky black with small, glowing flashes of blue light along it. It rears up in front of Gara, spinning around with a... And it's going to point its head towards someone, probably. Let's have a look at who. It's statistically likely it's going to be one of you.
It's gonna point at Isako and they're gonna friendly fire. Oh, what a shame. Oh no.
I love the fact that Jordan just said in the chat, wait, is that its size? I just thought Andrew forgot to shrink it.
Like, I saw it come over in that size. I was like, no, it's gonna be shrunk down at least a little bit. And then it just stayed that size.
Yeah. It's going to wheel around, and Markos, its massive jaws come screaming towards you, and it's going to try and bite you.
Bring it.
Oh boy.
Yeah, tank for us.
The
Marco.
17 to hit.
Miss.
It's you duck to one side, and the teeth grind into the stone, and you can see small sparks and energy going between the teeth as it kind of pulls away from the stone, and its eyes, 6 of them on each side, look at you, each of them with a slit green pupil that is just glaring through you.
Okay, Andrew, Tal has redeemed a disadvantage for you as well.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, Tal!
The next
Yes,
roll.
Tal. Go.
Yes, Tal.
It
You
is
got us.
Wait,
flowers.
That was him.
no,
Wait,
next
what?
roll's flower.
Oh no!
I'll use it on the next enemy turn. Don't worry.
Ah, thank
I'm not gonna
you.
do that asshole.
Yeah.
Benevolent DM.
Yeah. Glower's actually gonna... No, he's gonna keep punching this big snake thing because he's like, what the fuck is this thing? The rate is going up by the minute.
Just punch.
We never agreed a contract.
I want to work on that! As he
Yeah, that's
starts
alright. We never
swinging
want to
back
talk
his
about
fist,
money.
Coming into this creature. I actually rolled a nat 20, a 19, and a 6. So
Wow.
Nice
Some of
one,
those
Glower.
rolls, bitch.
Damn.
That was a bad bitch.
No,
He's got them
it's a bad
fists.
30. So.
Okay, cool. I'm getting them out of the way. I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting the rolls out of the way. It's so bad.
And that was how much? That was 33. So. Yeah, he like goes in with front punch and then a hook, and then jumps with a spinning back kick, and his heel drives into the thick, muscular hide, and where it impacts, similar to what was like those plasma balls, you know, like where like energy's like arcing within them, and then you touch it, and all the energy goes. It's like that glowing within this creature, where the heel collides, and it glows a lighter blue amongst the inky black. And with that go, Nute, you see this massive creature erupt, glowing in blue, beside you. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna do something stupid. Can I try and jump on its back?
Hell yes, you can.
Yes, King!
Let's go, boy.
I'm gonna need an athletics check from you.
Oh, sick. Easy.
I'll say this will be one of your attacks to jump on it.
I did say easy. I rolled a 3 on the dice. But
No.
that's a 17.
Oh,
17?
expertise in
Expertise, baby!
It rolled a 20, however. As you try and leap onto it, it reels around, and it's like just the most
Wait,
muscular...
hang on,
wait,
Andrew,
Andrew,
Andrew, roll
disadvantage.
that with disadvantage.
You're right. I rolled the same. I'm sorry.
Ah!
2 14s. It reels around you, and then you hear its legs go as all these legs along its length kind of grind through the stone and pull its large body around, and you miss slightly, and you kind of slug the other side of it. That was one of your attacks. You can try to do so again, or you can do something else if you want.
I'm gonna try it again. Fuck it.
Go for it.
This time's gonna work. That's a 27.
It rolled a 24, so you do
Yes.
actually manage to jump on its back. You see its hind legs, some of them like reach up and try and scratch towards you, but you manage to like get on and hold your balance and move and grip tight, and you are on its back.
Oh, hell yeah.
Cool.
Now I'm gonna use... Oh, wait, do those technically count as attacks?
Yes.
Okay, I need to check some things, because a lot of the monk stuff is like, if you have done an attack.
I'll say they count as attacks for the purposes of doing shit with your bonus actions.
Sick. In that case, I'm doing a flurry of blows.
Go
Fuck
for
this
it. Wolf
thing.
attack with bitch.
Hiya! I got a 6 and a 9.
Nice.
So that goes to 15 and 18.
One of those hits.
Alrighty. That's
The nine- the
gonna
nine.
be 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
Like, as I land on its back, basically just comes down with an elbow, right? Just all the force down.
Radical. You jump on. You get on this high position. You grip onto its where there are kind of tufts of these feathers which obscure and mottle this lightning blue within it. You strike deep, and you see another flash of this light blue. Perfect. With that, Hemlock, it is your turn. What would you like to do? You're muted, darling Rowan.
I'm gonna boof back to here, within 10 feet.
Absolutely.
And my readied action goes off.
Yes, go ahead.
So I need Issachar to make a Constitution saving throw.
He will certainly.
Go get him.
That's a 19.
Ah, he just succeeds. Okay,
Damn.
never mind. Do I still get like my regular actions?
I'll
and
say
stuff?
yeah. I'll say
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
I think technically no, because that's you've used a reaction which you can't. Yes, go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to. They're all over there. Okay, I'm going to again, kind of slam my staff into the ground and cast erupting earth. This time under Issachar.
Under Issachar, hell yeah.
Yes, dex save.
I'll just move that over here. Is that positioning okay?
Yeah, perfect.
All right.
Just to be aware, the difficult terrain is still there in the other space because it's not a constitution, but there'll just be more.
You rolled a nat 1.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do I
Okay.
change the rule that you can't give me crit successes?
No, Andrew.
No,
Give me a crit successes.
He takes. I keep getting my d12s confused with my d20s.
That's fair.
25 points of bludgeoning damage. And he is in difficult terrain.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to,
Yeah, bitch.
as I cast it, I'm going to have moved kind of to here by Ashura,
Mhm.
so he can see me. I give him a bit of a wink, and I vanish again.
Wow.
Wait, so you give him a wink, but you actually blink?
Yeah.
You use just one eye, not two.
I look at.
Yeah.
So I like kind of slamming the staff into the ground. Issachar gets hit backwards by these stones. I walk over. I want to make sure he's seen me cast it. I wink at him, and then I boof.
As you begin vanishing, and you can still see everything around you, but it just changes that kind of quality of the light, that strange kind of shimmering opaqueness to everything around you, air, stone, and everything else alike. You can see him cock a grin. And with that, as the erupting earth tears up through, he stumbles across it, some of them digging in through his feet, some of them kind of grinding down and grasping and kind of crunching at his ankles a little bit. The rest of the tunnel responds. The rest of the grinding, twisting walls in this plane of earth continue to... And with that, scenery shifts once more. Boop! Back to the OG!
Oh.
Fine.
We're okay. We're okay.
Within a wall,
Silhouette.
it's all fine. As a bunch of these walls like fold away into the ground itself and continue to roil, especially in those areas where the erupting earth took place. You can see, although it's flattened out-ish, the stone itself is still like shifting slightly as your magic interweaves with the energy of the plane, as those areas are still difficult terrain. With that, Markos, as you dodge to the side of this Behir's mouth as Ophelia has taken this new draconic form, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Oh, I don't like the Behir, so I'm gonna like sneak back up here.
It will take an
away
attack
from...
opportunity towards you.
That's fine, do it.
It's gonna go for a constrict. Yeah.
Okay.
As you turn to step away, it begins to try and like outpace you in a direction and curl around you.
Oh no.
That is a 27 to hit.
Which hits?
Yes. You are grappled as it coils around you and its body twists and strengthens and flexes and the muscles pull you in and you are grappled by it.
Yeah, I guess I'm stuck where I put myself then.
Yes, you are.
Oh no.
That's
you will
fine.
Hold on.
Let's
You
wait
take-
till we say it's fine.
Yeah,
No, I'm
let's hold off. Just a second. Roll bad again, obviously. You take 24 points of bludgeoning and slashing damage as its claws, as it's pacing around you, slash towards you to hold you in place, and its large, muscular, cylindrical body wrap around you, and you can hear it once more. In time with like the kind of pulsing blue, dappled lightning-like strikes across its body, the laughter begins to burble once more, sourceless but around you. As Ophelia seems to be happy that she's caught you here for good, for now at least.
Not for good. For
Your
bad.
speed is 0, but you still have your action.
My speed is 0. You know what? At this point, I think Markos is gonna like his rifle. He's not got a rifle. He's gonna like stick the bow back in whatever bow holster it was in, and just pull out his short sword and start stabbing. I believe. Am I flanking it?
I'm sure.
Cool.
If it was just one person around it, I'd probably say no because it's so big. It doesn't care too much about any of these, but because it's both Nute on the back and Glower at one side, I'll say yeah.
Nute's tickling it
Sweet.
while he's on top, just to distract him.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a natural 20.
Yeah.
I rolled with advantage because of flanking, and that's a natural 20 and a natural 1. So that's pretty good. So that's those, and has it taken damage? It has taken damage. Yeah, I think that's good. Cool, and then double it.
Get him.
4, 6, 10, 20, 25 points of damage on the first stab.
25?
Yep. This is non-magical, piercing, if that helps at all.
No, you're all good.
Cool. And second sword stab.
Go for it.
That's 16, which probably isn't enough.
16 is not quite enough. The first slash, however, sinks deep into it, and you can see energy beginning to pool. The glowing kind of flashing blue amongst the inky black skin and a hide gathers together as you sink your blade deep within the muscle that is constricting around you. I think like you get the blade like in the grain of the muscle, and it slides in deep, and the whole creature flexes and it hurts as it squeezes around you. But once again, there's that roar, that as its head begins to coil and face you. You can see like the saliva dripping and kind of pulling between the teeth as it opens its mouth towards you. A bluish light begins to emanate from within. Is that the end of your go?
That's the end of my go.
Alrighty. With that, Ashura, sword once more in hand. Isiko.
Oh. Sorry, I forgot to do Hunter's Mark damage.
No, yeah.
I was just looking at everything I was doing. That's another 3.
Another 3. Perfect. Ashura, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Quick question, DM. Does that sword look heavy to you?
The one he's holding?
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no.
You don't know. He is a medium creature wielding it with a great deal of proficiency.
I see what you're going for.
Okay.
I see where you're going.
Okay.
We all
I-
know where this is going.
I don't know, I don't know, because I could
it.
try to hit it,
Do it though. It's gonna be so funny.
I'm gonna walk at him, start to stand up first because I was kneeling. You can hit me as many times as you want. I just need to hit you once, though.
He used his last turn to cast command on you, I believe.
Yeah, he did.
Which means that you spend your next turn doing that thing.
Oh yeah, I thought it was.
Only next turn.
Yeah, that's right. I thought I was doing it. I did it already, but no.
Effect,
rip.
Yeah. I'm kneeling, and it finishes at the end of my turn, doesn't it?
Yes. Just double checking, just in case.
No, I think that's right, because I didn't use my turn.
Follow the command
right.
on its next turn.
Cool. So I should be kneeling now.
Yes.
I kneel.
Alrighty.
And I do the joke about my shoe thing.
Okay, perfect. You take the knee, you freeze and pause there as you kind of feel your body moving against you into this position of... The quips come out, which mask a good deal of the uncomfort that you feel kneeling before this paladin of death.
Well, he's away now. I'm kneeling in to his direction.
Yeah. No, he's super far from you. There's no chance that he can hurt you anymore.
No.
You are all fine.
No, it's not like
isn't
his leg
Isako
can turn
also
into a
kneeling?
whip.
Ah, fine.
Right?
Wasn't
he-
Isako also kneeling?
He got
no.
he got knocked over into the big old spiky stones.
Yeah.
I was gonna imagine Ashura and Isako just like doing the whole samurai sit, like the kneeling down with the hands on the upper thigh.
We can leave a sumo wrestling match. They're about to strip off and go to town. With that, it is Isako's turn.
Cool.
And
Great turn.
You shunted him, he'll fucking make you kneel.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Isako doesn't know he was shunted though.
Yeah, that's true.
He likes that he made you kneel, though.
Yeah.
He looks towards all of you kneeling on the ground, Marigold and Hemlock and all the
I'm not
rest.
scared. I'm not
He
scared.
don't look towards me. I'm not there.
That's right. That's
Very good for
right.
you. He's going to take a step back, closer towards Glower. Doesn't look towards the Ganassi at all. But in his other hand, his non-sword hand, that roiling black flame reignites.
It's
And-
a cone!
Looking towards where the rest of you guys are, where Hemlock vanished, he cocks that same grin and throws towards the center of you, and from it, a beam of black strikes the ground behind you, Marigold, and detonates in roiling black flame with flecks of orange and smoke and sparks that out from around it. I need Marigold, Willow, and Ashura to all make dexterity saving throws.
Do I have
Oh, good.
disadvantage?
I'm gonna say no. On that.
You can. I mean, I'm kneeling, and we're
Sure, but-
I can't move from kneeling, can I?
You've convinced me. Yeah, you can have disadvantage on the saving throw.
No, I mean, I'm not trying to
Alex.
have it. I'm saying.
Alex, just leave it. Just accept the foot.
No, I am.
I will say, being prone doesn't give you disadvantage on dex saves. So I don't
Doesn't
think
it?
it would.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. In any way, I put 23, so I'm dodging
Okay.
it. But
Marigold rolled an 11.
Marigold failed.
Willow rolled a 19.
19. Willow succeeds. Willow has evasion right now, doesn't he?
Does he?
Willow has evasion.
I think. Oh no, that's a combat.
No, he
mounted
doesn't.
combat thing. Yeah.
Yes,
rip.
I can give him evasion
Cool.
if I do things correctly, but
Where did I not roll? Oh, it's slash.
Slash R, yeah.
Yeah.
no, Willow does have evasion.
Does he? I thought I remembered something, which is very
Yeah.
fucking good. Because he makes
Willow
the
has
save.
evasion.
Sorry, Ashura, remind me what you got?
23.
You make it. So Marigold, you fail this. Willow so Willow takes nothing. Ashura, you succeed. You'll
33.
half this. You take 66 points of fire and necrotic. The first one is fire. So I think Marigold, you half that one because you're
Right.
resistant to. Staff of fire makes you resistant to fire, I believe.
Staff of fire.
It does.
Cool. So
But
it is
yeah.
34 points of fire, 32 of necrotic.
Ooh.
Blasts out from this explosion of flames, smoke, and dark energy. So I believe for Marigold, that's what, 15, 17.
Yeah.
Thank you.
49.
And Ashura, you'll take the 60, so
33.
33.
Yeah.
And Willow takes none.
I'm alive,
yeah,
bitch.
boy.
I'm alive.
Holy
He uses his Hellfire Orb.
Yeah.
And with that, Marigold and Willow, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Ow! I want to cast a fireball on him, but he's right next to people I like, so I'm not going to do that.
Fine.
You can still cast a fireball on him.
I could do it like in front of him.
Yeah. Like
but
there.
I already have something prepared, so I'm not going to do that for now.
Okay.
I am going to cast Summon Fae at 5th level.
Yes.
Oh.
Summon Fae.
So in front of Isako, in contrast to this is going to be really confusing, but in contrast to the spirit totem, an actual like Fae spirit stag comes in front of Isako. And yeah, I'm just going to say they go on my turn because that makes it a lot easier for me.
Yeah, that is absolutely fine.
But I've also written down all my adjustments for the extra levels because a lot of stuff in this stat block is plus the spell level and shit.
Cool.
Damn.
I have actually put in on a different. I've put a little satyr face that was actually Psyche from a different one shot we did with the siege casters. Your stag is now your stag. Is your face spirit.
Yeah.
Is that it, Andrew? Is that?
Yeah, that's the beast totem.
Right,
Fae-
okay.
Fae
I
totem
was
thing.
so confused. I was like, who is this in front of me? I've been listening.
It's Ghost of Maple.
Hey,
Actually,
look, it's your dead wife.
could be Maple. Give her like a side shave.
Yeah.
Change the curly horns for antlers and
It's not Maple though, it's Nitwit.
no.
It's the Nitwit
So-
spirit.
So is your face spirit?
I don't know if it can attack after I've summoned it. No, it takes its turn immediately after mine.
There you
So
go.
I guess it can have a go.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So it's got a short sword, which I'm going to say are the antlers.
Mhm.
And it can make an attack. So I'm going to do that. Is it flanking?
I don't. Yeah, I think so. Like Glala is on the other side of it and is a threat boy.
Hey. Oh, I rolled the same thing. It was 2 17s, but that does make it a 22 to hit.
22 to hit, absolutely. I think he'll let this one hit. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He won't parry that.
Damn it, no. Use his parry. Fuck.
He's a smart boy. He knows what he's doing.
How much is it? It's +4, right? Or +5?
For him, it is. It's +6.
Okay, so I need to...
His AC
okay.
jumps to 26.
Okay, cool.
That's 13 piercing damage and 3 force damage.
13 piercing, just in one. 17. Is that yeah? I'm just maths in my head. Just
It was just in case you needed to separate it. If I
I
do
know.
need to separate that in future, let me know.
yeah.
Nice. And then as a as a bonus action, it is going to. No, actually, it's not going to do that. That's the end of its turn.
Okay. Alrighty, with that, as the rocks are still twisting and turning, reshaping the battlefield with every passing few seconds, this spirit appears from nowhere. A scent like fresh pine and like mown grass follows it as it lands in the space and immediately charges towards Isako. He's not quite ready for this Fae entity to appear, and it manages to get in a good strike. And as he sees it, he kind of almost relaxes slightly as the antlers puncture through his magical armor. He takes a step back in acknowledgement of this creature. Gives a slight nod towards you, like off to your side on Willow's back. And with that, the Behir itself, with Nute on its back, Markos coiled within its length, is going to, I think, reposition. Yeah, that'll work. So Nute and Markos, you would travel with this thing as it scurries over to here.
Nice. I've been waiting to go on vacation.
The three of us.
And as it gets in position, you see its hungry eyes lining up Hemlock and Ashura. Hemlock's not here yet. Ashura and Marigold. But its head, like cackling slightly, rears back around towards you, Markos, and it's going to come down with a bite towards you.
Bring it on.
Oh, boy.
All right. That's a 12.
Miss.
Wow.
Try again.
Wait.
Come on.
No, I'm checking something.
You're literally...
No, I actually will, because the target, I just double checked, the target is restrained until the grapple ends, and so it does have advantage.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
No, that's fine.
So it's a 29.
That hits.
Yeah. You will take... over here.
Oh no.
You take
It's fine. I'm not even below half yet.
25 points of piercing damage as its teeth grasp around you, as its body like tenses, almost like you squeeze a banana and it begins to spurt out and you just bite into it.
Oh.
It like pieces you up,
That's gross.
Oh, I'm below half health.
and then you feel the teeth move in its mouth,
Oh.
like rows of a chainsaw, dragging and pulling, and its jaw, with a horrible like gluckling noise, dislocates and wraps around and under you, and you are swallowed as its jaws clamp and rear up. Its whole body relaxes, and Markos' legs go and disappear within Ophelia's mouth.
Was that another attack?
No, that was part of the bite attack.
That was part of the bite.
Yeah. When it
If-
takes a
if
bite,
it
a
is.
bite
Snack.
when a bite hits on a creature, it had grappled, so it had to constrict and then bite, and that's a nice nom.
Guys, I can't believe Markos got bored.
You got a little bit.
You didn't like playing, right, David? I feel like, yeah.
Oh no, Markos is alright. He's good.
Yeah. Do we want to...
Do we want to break now?
Yeah, I
feel like that's a
it's
cool-
Flower's turn.
Yeah,
And
this
this
is
is-
back at the top of the turn order.
Okay, yeah, this is the top of the turn order. So, with that,
Yeah.
we are going to hop off for a quick half-hour break.
Fuck.
We're going to grab ourselves some water, some snacks, and such things. De-stress? Question mark. Definitely try and bless some dice because
And also go and enter the giveaway.
Go enter
Enter
the giveaway.
Yes,
those of you
on
that
our
joined-
Twitter. Go,
those of you
now.
that joined us throughout, there is a giveaway on with some amazing prizes from the our wonderful friend, the Cognitive Merchant. That is Grebo Lightbrush. They're in the Twitch chat. Say hi to him. He's lovely. And
No,
also,
also
from our,
yeah. Sorry,
and also
go
from
ahead.
our wonderful friend at Witch and Craft Gaming. Their original game, 12 Inner Demons, is out, and you can get yourself a physical copy of their amazing book with art done by
Jelly.
herself, Amelia. She is also a very talented artist. So go to that tweet in our Twitters and stuff and enter the giveaway. But stick around because
looking at
David, nothing to say.
And also massive thanks to the Prodigal who just subscribed. I hope it's
Thank you.
Prodigal, not Prodigal.
Prodigal,
Just
Prodigal.
subscribed at tier
Oh, yeah.
3.
Oh,
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank
God,
you.
it's
So much appreciated.
That's lovely.
We love you.
I hope you enjoying
Wonderful.
your
Wait,
time
which-
here at Chasing
They,
Tales.
they get the golden badge then?
They get
Yeah.
the diamond badge.
The diamond
badge.
badge. Damn.
They get a nice
Damn.
badge.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. That's amazing. Speaking of, there was a thing I was going to say, but I've forgotten it. So it probably wasn't very important. It's gone. Fuck it. We're going to go get yourselves a drink, take care of yourselves, come back here in just a little while. If you're not to do this on the side, you'll get those channel points and help these fuckers out because they might need it.
Please.
So,
We're fine.
see you guys in just a few minutes. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you guys here in half an hour.
Bye.
Bye.
Later, everybody.
Please help us.
I'm
What
alive.
up? We're back.
Hello.
I'm scared.
Right, next
Get
campaign,
on
guys. Next campaign, guys. The entire party gets Blink, and we all cast Blink every fight.
Just all play wizards. Easy.
Yeah, that's it.
So, welcome
Golden
back,
Party.
everybody. Golden Party, yeah. Welcome back, everyone, back here to Chasing Tales. If you have been with us throughout this, welcome back. If you just arrived here during the halftime break, welcome. Thank you for coming and joining us. You've caught us in the middle of a terse, what can only be described as boss fight in the ever-shifting plane of elemental Earth against a Death Knight, Lord Isiko, Nighthand, and the Archdruid, Ophelia, the Twilight Witch. Now, as we've all had a bit of a moment to chill a little bit, you know, we've been going for a little minute. We've had a bit of a break. I've made a hot chocolate.
That's good.
Let's
Which
bring
you now need
ourselves.
to sip.
Oh, Sippy McDippy, my salted
I li-
caramel chocolate.
I like looking at David when I know a hydrate is up, just to see how he's gonna bring it up.
Sippies.
This is me right
That's
now,
me.
shaking.
I'm the chat ambassador to
I will.
Yeah,
I will
you're
actually say, to the wonderful folks in chat that have been with us for a hot minute. Keep an eye on those channel points because you can do things like give advantage, and if you
Please.
you can even give someone a critical success, which includes things like attacks.
Please.
Just bear it in
You
mind.
can't- but you can't
Apparently they don't have
Let's
enough
give a crit to the
bits.
DM. You can't give a crit to the DM. Someone's
Yeah.
already tried
DM
that.
You can give me advantage, but you cannot give me crit successes. because
Yeah.
that feels mean to just be like, haha, I get you, because I'm not here about that.
Yeah, but Tao was saying he doesn't have enough nidbits, and I'm thinking.
Well, that's your fault,
I
Tal.
wonder why.
I
I'm thinking because
I
yeah,
love
we
how
love
much
you.
support you throw away and how much you watch all this and are part of the
Hydrate.
story with us. But you hydrate us far too much to ever do anything like that.
Cal's sitting there with 300 hydrates behind him. Why,
Yeah.
why don't I have enough bits? Where did they go? Oh.
he's the reason why I'm alive
They need
today.
to hydrate. Which honestly,
Yeah.
it's lovely. We love
So-
it. Drinking is important.
As you guys, led by this Zorn on this tearing chariot through the elemental plane of Earth toward the Zaratan, you've been waylaid, the Zorn running to hide, as Isiko, the Death Knight, and Ophelia, the Twilight Witch, accost you, level their sword towards you, and attempt to defeat you for once and the last time.
It's an attempt.
As you have engaged in this combat, Ophelia has shifted forms from manticores to her Eladrin self and now into that of a writhing electrical Behir. And Isiko has swanned about and just shredded Ashura with his horrible, mangled bone, spine-like longsword. With each passing few seconds, the chamber itself, this tunnel, seems to twist and morph, as the elemental plane of Earth is wont to do in these ever-shifting tunnels. And with that now, as Markos is swallowed by this mighty Behir, as Isiko finds himself lodged between your friend, your guide, Glower the Earth Ganassi, and between the Fey spirit conjured by Marigold, we resume the initiative order. Wait, the music is still far too
I was
calm.
gonna say the music is very,
Let's
very Hobbiton right now.
get through this to some classics because, yeah, that'll do.
Classic.
With that, I will very quickly run through. Glower's turn is now, as Ophelia has turned into a Behir and scrambled away from him on her many limbs along her long, draconic, serpentine-esque body. He now turns and sees Isiko, who, even though this guy, Glower, has been up against this manticore form, seen Ophelia shift and now shape change into this massive Behir, he is definitely more scared of Isiko because his sword is of this jagged bone and is still dripping and has small pieces of Ashura's flesh still clinging to its spines. But Glower steels himself, takes a defensive stance, and is going to go in for a number of strikes against the
No way.
We stand. We stand.
is not here to fuck around, and you owe him.
We do.
If
We
he hits
really
him,
do.
One of those will hit. Which for him is decent. But he does 11 points of damage to Isiko, who's not going to parry that. That's fine. With that, Nute, you are on the back of this writhing Behir. It has coiled around Markos, swallowed him whole, and you see Markos' little feet down into the toothy maw of this creature. You are on its back, gripped across its spine. What would you like to do?
I don't know how to do surgery, so I'm just gonna repeatedly punch this thing until it hopefully throws him out.
Sounds decent, to be honest. I can't fault your logic there.
Now,
Aim for the diaphragm.
do I get flanking with Markos because he's kind of on the other side?
Nope. Oh, that's why I
Do you-
stomach walls.
yeah.
Does he get advantage on knowing where to punch because he's my boyfriend and I've taught him about medical things?
And here, like buddy.
All right, I'll go for some attacks.
Go for it.
One of those is a 28, and the other one's a 14.
Doesn't hit.
Okay, so it's gonna take
Are you going for a flurry of blows or something else?
9 damage.
9 damage.
I gonna go for something else.
Okay.
I think. Yeah, why not? Why not? Let's mix it up a little bit, you know?
Hell yeah.
So,
Do it.
after these 2 punches, Nute's gonna bring his hands together, channel that ki into his palms, and I'm gonna need this for here to make a dexterity saving throw.
Are giant snakes dexterous?
I
don't
going
think
to cast Burning Hands,
Oh, damn.
I rolled a 3!
which it...
Char it.
I roll!
God,
man,
I
didn't know-
remember
This is the thing, you were actually rolling all right yesterday. You were rolling
Yeah.
pretty decent yesterday, and it's payback for that. You can only ever
Alright.
roll well either as Jantara or the DM. You can't do
Okay.
both.
I'm gonna spend 3 key points.
Go for it.
So that will be a second level one? Yeah, second level Burning Hands, which would be 4d6, and I'm gonna make it cold damage because I can.
Cold damage. It is
Freezing
not
hands.
cold damage.
Freezing Hands. That's gonna be 6, 12, 14 points of cold damage.
Nice.
Nute is that one friend who always has really cold hands and like puts them down the back of your neck.
Oh yeah, except this time it hurts.
Yeah.
I do that to Andrew.
Like, so Nute basically just sort of like
Sorry, was that 14?
14 points of cold damage, and he just like punches straight down into it, and then basically just presses his hands against the thing's back.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You feel that energy move
Love
throughout
it.
your body as you find the skin of this massive creature, and you feel that energy begin to heat up and ball into a small flame in the bottom of your hands, and you exhale slowly, and the flames flicker from orange and red to white to icy blue, and in a concentrated blast to the height of this creature, and it screeches out and reels around with a horrible, like, chittering. The roars, the laughter, the cheers are all kind of melding into one, like, echoing sound from this creature horror. Markos, it's like deafening around you as this whole creature vibrates at the move.
That
You
will be my
actually
turn.
you feel okay. That's your go.
Yeah.
Perfect. With that, Hemlock, it is your turn. You bounce
Okay.
back. to reality.
Yes. I move back. To start off with, as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on Ashura at 2nd level.
Oh, thank you.
You get 12 points of healing back.
That's good.
And I'm gonna just for context, I'm going to move back to here.
Go.
And I have a question for you, Andrew.
Might I have an answer? Let's see.
So Isiko's sword, in, like, you know, it's all magical, all funky, blah 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 blah. The blade itself is just made out of bone, right?
As far as you can see from this light and distance, it is a blade forged of bone.
So would you say that the blade of that sword is natural, inanimate material?
Potentially.
Okay. So I'm going to move back to here. I'm going to run over to here. I'm going to stand right in front of him.
Okay.
And with both hands, like, I'll let the staff kind of fall into the crook of my arm and I'm leaning on it. And with both hands, I'm going to grasp the blade of the sword and cast Hemlock's Decaying Grasp on it.
Oh shit.
And I want to break the bones of the sword.
I need you to roll. I'm gonna say a melee spell attack.
I can do that.
Damn.
I told you if this goes
boy.
bad, I'm dead. Like,
Yeah.
You're not incorrect.
that's a 23.
23.
You can't grab it. Actually, he's taller than you. He just goes like this.
I'm 6'1", bitch.
I know.
I'm taller than you, Ashura.
You're 6'1".
I'm 6'1". Hemlock
Okay,
is
so you-
6'1".
Okay, you're like my.
Oh, you're the
Alex's
same height. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I mean, like,
Hemlock
my
is
Alex
Alex's
is-
height.
No, Ashura is a bit smaller.
Take 19 points of piercing damage
That's fine.
as you wrap your hands on this jagged spine.
Oh damn.
Remind me how Hemlock's Decaying Grasp.
Hemlock's so basically, let me pull up the initial description of the spell that I wrote. Hemlock's Decaying Grasp. You harness the power of spore clouds and poisonous fungi, and your touch becomes harmful. Make a melee attack against a target On a hit, the target takes 1d8 necrotic damage and half that damage again at the start of their next turn. Additionally, if you target any inanimate object made of natural materials with this spell, the object will begin to rot as spores bury into it.
Okay. I'm going to say that makes it vulnerable to this damage for the purposes of gauging how damaged it is.
Yes.
So go ahead and roll.
It's 3d8 necrotic damage at level 11, and then half that again on Issako's next turn.
Okay, so double that and roll the damage for that.
All right. So 3d8.
He has not seen this spell before.
Nope.
And neither has he.
Nope. No one has, except us.
Yeah.
The cool kids.
Yeah, the cool kids. You've never seen that before.
Yeah, we're like, hey,
So-
new spell just dropped.
You've never seen Hemlock's Decaying Grass before? Who
So-
even are you?
It's 39 points of necrotic damage. That will then, on Issako's next turn, be another 19.
Okay. Is it the start of his turn?
At the start of his next turn will be another 19 points of damage.
Wait,
However, I want to keep a hold of it, and I want to try and blink away with it.
That will be a disarm thing when you are
Yes.
then taking control of the weapon.
I
I
want to. I can't. I'm assuming I can't do that because I've already used my action.
That
So-
you use your action to cast the spell. You have landed on it with a melee attack. You have grasped hold of it. So what I'm going to say is make a strength check. This will be a contested strength check between you and the death knight.
Oh, kids!
Oh no!
Yes.
I don't think this is gonna go well.
That will be
Thank
fine,
I'll
yeah.
let you try.
He's gonna have fucking like 25 strength or something. I'm here with my fucking 6 strength.
Who knows?
Nute speaks the command word on the gauntlets and they teleport to Hemlock's hands.
Nice. Oh, nice trick there.
Yeah.
Come
I
on.
wish I was a divinity wizard. And just be like, no, you get a natural 1 now.
That's a 17.
Ooh, you rolled a 9.
I rolled a 19.
Holy damn.
As you lay your hands on the blade, like a couple of these spines puncture through the other side of your hands.
Yeah. Oh.
Like it's the second your skin touches it, you almost feel a force pulling your flesh to and onto the points, the jagged edges of the bone blade. But you grit your teeth through that pain. You grasp hold and you channel that natural magic, and you find that core of that life, that natural element to this bone blade, and you see your spores begin to collect along it and eat into it. It doesn't disintegrate, but in shock, you see Issako's face like go slack in shock for a moment, and in that, you stumble backwards, and it is in your hands. Because I rolled a 9.
Okay. And
Literally a
fucking
clock
gone.
play.
I'm gone.
Fuck.
Yeah, you
Yes.
got. Fuck you!
Cool.
Oh my god!
That is absolutely amazing.
That's so fucking
I'm
cool.
gonna take that. Bye.
Yoink. Not for you anymore.
I like that there's no resistance from Isiko. Isiko is like, what are you doing with my blade? What?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
yeah, I mean,
As Hemlock vanishes from sight, apparently, the tunnels continue to twist, and as you're all kind of in shock at this strange twist of fate and luck and initiative from Hemlock to disarm this Death Knight, the tunnels continue to shift once more. Let's see what you guys have to deal with next.
fucking hell.
Swing! Alrighty, with that, okay, I need Marigold and Willow. You guys to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh shit!
I will say one thing.
Yes?
With that stabbing into the hands, Find the Path has dropped.
Okay.
I have lost concentration on Find the Path.
This is really the baddest
Is
thing
it-
that could happen.
Is it me and Willow? Yeah.
You and Willow, I also need Ashura and the Bahia to
We've
make...
lost rhythm.
Then,
Oh, Rhythm, he'll be fine. I'll grab him back in a more opportune moment. Wait, Prue's in the roll 20.
Prue's in the roll 20.
Prue's here.
Hello, Prue.
Yeah, so I need
Prue.
Ashura and the Bahia to also make dexterity saving throws.
Yeah, Bahir. Dex save, Bahir. Go. Fuck.
Oh, natural 20! Yay!
What's happening? It's like a big.
Marigold rolled a 15.
Okay.
Willow rolled a 9.
Oh, nice. So Willow will take half because of his.
He will
evasion.
take half. Yeah.
Me too, right? It's a 6 plus 8, 12. I'm throwing those dice, by the way. That's the only 2d20 I have. I'm throwing.
6 plus 8 is 14.
All right.
Sorry.
So Marigold and Willow take half of this. Ashura will take full. The Bahia will take half of this as well.
I don't want to take full. No. I don't want to go down again. Not before my turn.
You take 20 points of piercing damage. The Bahia will take 10.
Yeah, 20 is good.
Marigold and Willow will take 10.
Oh my.
And that.
10.
I will take none because of evasion, right?
No, he failed the save,
failed.
so he
Oh,
takes half.
Okay.
So he takes 10.
With that, as the tunnels shift, also Marigold, you are ejected from its space.
Thank you.
Ashura and the Bahia are kind of like stagger backwards. The spikes of these crystals begin to jut forth once more, sending this kind of orangish yellow light sprawling through the cavern itself. I actually believe with that, that means that the Bahia has to make a saving throw against being. Okay, it does succeed. So Markos, you are still within its maw.
That's fine.
Yes. With that, it is your turn. Markos.
It is my turn. I'm gonna stab.
Yeah, stab.
Yeah.
You have
a
disadvantage.
hydrate from Tal, by the way.
Hydrate from Tal.
Vibrato.
This attack will have disadvantage as you are restrained and blind within it.
It will. Cool. So I'll use that dice and that dice, because these two are usually friendly to me. Oh, they are pretty friendly to me. That's a 21.
21 does
With
hit.
disadvantage?
Does hit, yes.
Cool.
You'll get.
Do I get sneak attack from attacking it
Not
from the
sneak.
inside of it?
Because you have disadvantage, you don't get sneak attack.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
You have allied within 5 feet, but it specifically says as long as you don't have disadvantage on the strike, which you do.
Yep.
True.
But you will get Colossus Slayer because it is definitely taking damage.
Sweet.
And don't forget your Hunter's Mark damage as well.
Thank you so much. That is 16 slashing.
16 slashing, cool.
And next attack. Disadvantage again. That is a 19.
19 also hits. Go ahead and roll some damage.
It's just 1d6 this time. 6.
6 points of damage on top of that. Nice.
Cool. Can I can't do much else. Bonus action, disengage. I'm going to disengage from the inside of its stomach.
As you wriggle around trying to find it, you find that you are being like grabbed down by the flexing muscle.
Yeah, I'm being peristaltis.
Being flexed
Peristaltic.
down into its gullet, and you begin to feel it burn across you. And you take, on your turn, you take 22 points of acid damage. As it's trying to digest you, bro. Like
DC 11 concentration check to keep Hunter's Mark.
That's right.
I pass.
Yay!
Nice. With that, Ashura, as you get stabbed through the side of the foot by these rising crystals that tear through the ground.
I'm still kneeling.
You are still kneeling, but you are not prone, so you can get up, and that's not half your movement gone.
Yeah.
But you've seen Hemlock.
Sorry, I forgot to roll concentration when I took damage for my Conjure Fey, but it's okay, I passed.
Oh,
Nice, thank you so much.
I need to do concentration for my smite.
Speaking of saving throws on taking damage, does the Bahir not
Nope.
be like bleh? Oh.
I rolled for it. It didn't.
Okay.
Get me out of here soon, please, guys. I'm on 20 life.
Yeah, I'm on 13.
Don't worry, Han, I got
Yeah,
you.
but you're
I
not
got you.
swallowed.
No,
What
that's
happened?
bad.
What
That's
happened to like that fucking 34 healing points that Marigold gave you? Did they get blasted away?
Oh, you know, I got,
Remember that Hellfire Orb thing?
yeah,
Oh,
remember the
Hellfire
Hellfire Orb, and
Yeah.
then, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. As you feel that compulsion to kneel fade from your mind, and you look up with astonishment as Hemlock vanishes into the ethereal plane, taking with her Fein Nathil, this horrible bone longsword, from Isiko's grasp, and he stands there, in this moment, weaponless. What would you like to do?
You know, a few months ago, I would not have hit someone disarm. But right now, I don't give a shit. And I'm just gonna run for it and just try to hit him.
Go for it.
I mean,
I
he
want to
disarmed
give you
you
advantage.
earlier.
Yes. Megan is like, how much
Literally
amazing
every
play.
time,
Marigold is just there for sure. I love it.
every time Alex goes, I'm like, hey.
What was
It's
it?
a 19. It's a 19, so that's plus 11. That's a 30 to hit.
Hey,
Yes,
You hit him!
yes, you do.
I hit him so bad. Okay,
Yes,
I
Just
prepared.
how bad do you hit him?
Yes, I prepared a note with all the damage dice, so I can just copy paste it.
So you got
Boom.
a 4th level.
A 4th level smite. So a
Who's
4th
a-
level
who's a glass cannon?
smite.
Who's a glass cannon?
A full level, a 4th level divine smite, which has an additional
Because he's undead.
D8
Mhm.
because he's undead.
Yes.
I have my two-handed, my two-handed longsword attack, so D10. I have a D8 of fire damage that comes with it,
Mhm.
and I have spectral blades from my.
Psychic blades from.
Did you? Is Blood Opal a sword that you crit on a 19?
Oh yeah, no, it isn't. But thank you for the reminder. I'd like to crit on this one, Andrew, please.
Because you can just fucking
Because I
choose
can
to.
just
Choose to
I
do
can
that.
choose.
As you move up to
Fuck
him,
him up.
you're just above like the writhing rocks a little bit. As you swing the blade and you begin to immediately feel it flying towards its mark, as he is now disarmed and has nothing to parry with. You feel the energy of the divine smite begin to gather and glow and shimmer in that vibrant grey. The psychic energy begins to ripple as like a layer of what's it, that kind of like miasmic shifting light along it. Flames ignite, and as those flames do, the tattoos that merged ever so faintly into your skin flare and burn. They sear your skin, not to take damage, but it is painful in your hand. And all of you see flame red-hot chains burst from Ashura's hand, wrap around Isiko, and pull your blade faster towards his flesh, dragging you from the depths of Avernus to your target.
We're both getting like sung into.
Roll
I'm
that
just
damage.
cold.
Fucking roll
Right.
that
Alex,
damage.
I have to click
you got, and Alex, you got a
Yeah.
crit from chat, so you don't need to use your sword one.
No. I'm using this one. I'm keeping the crit for the next time. Okay, it's rolling the dice because apparently.
Too many dice.
It's too
It'll
many.
take a
It's just doing it. I don't know. It says rolling the dice.
When your build comes to
There
fruition,
it is.
No, there's a few. Okay, it's fine. Fine. So that's 124 damage because it's doubled.
well,
Plus,
that's before doubling it.
no. It's a 62 doubled. It's 62 doubled. It's not that good because I rolled a lot of shitty die.
So-
And
Oh no, it's only 124 damage.
plus 6, so it's 130 damage in total. 130 damage.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, but it's a lot of bad die.
As you feel the pact that you
Still
had
happy though.
only the day earlier,
You have another crit though.
Yeah, I have enough crit, and I have still spell slots for that.
as you feel this strike dragged through to fruition by the archdevil Zariel that you just the day before signed your pact with.
Yeah.
How do you want to do this?
Oh,
You fucking kidding me? Yes.
Yes, Alex.
He's the rest of you guys have been
said I was
chipping away
gonna
at
kill
him.
him.
The rest of you guys have been chipping away at him.
Fuck yes.
And this is more than enough to push someone over
Come
the
on.
edge.
Yes,
all right,
Alex.
all right. So as I say, I finished the sentence I was saying. I used to not, I wouldn't fight someone that was disarmed, but I don't really care right now. As I take out my blade, the smite on it, I put my spectral psychic blades and my divine smite. The blade just fires up as you described, Andrew. And I'm gonna run, head down. The chains are gonna grasp him, and just pull him, like, you know, with the moment like I would do the slash, but like 5 feet before him, but he's just gonna get pulled at the last moment. So he just goes, and yeah, just very anime-like, and I just go through him like. Just...
There's a horrible like rending, wheeling sound of breaking and twisting metal as the plate armor is just carved through. Sparks fly off as the flames in the blade carve and push through the steel, and you feel this moment of give as it breaks through the other side. It sends black smoke and energy roiling around this rift within his like torso. He looks down for a second at the flaming chains that have dragged your sword through him. Looks back up and around, but you can also already see that within his eyes, those glowing green points of unlife within this night begin to dim and darken. And his skin just begins to crumple inwards. The hair falls, thins, and he just goes down onto one knee, and as like the jolt of force, as like he drops to one knee, that fold in the torso splits, top half just and smoke just begins to pour out around him.
Oh.
Ashura is just keeping face for like a second, just like for you, baby. No, he's at 13. He's at 13 hit points, bleeding the shit out. He finishes it. As soon as he knows he's completely gone, he's like, "Oh fuck! Oh shit! All right."
Is that not the most anime thing though? To be on death's door,
Oh, yeah.
and then killing blood.
Yeah. This character is anime, pure anime.
Is there anything else you would like to do for your turn?
I still have a bonus action, Andrew. I have two I can do. I'm gonna cast. I don't know. I'm a paladin. I'm gonna cast a smite on my blade again.
Fuck yeah!
All right, we're redoing it. And I'm gonna cast Searing Smite. What do I have left? Third level. That's all I have left. Third level. Boom.
Oh my God.
It's a good thing you guys are on the clock with another battle after this.
No, and do not tell me this.
We've been fucking.
And yeah, ready for fighting that big here.
Perfect. As it goes, the smoke just continues to pull outwards, but it's not dissipating. The smoke begins to pull, but it's like curling up at the edges, like fingers reaching out from underneath the bed, like pulling upwards, and it begins to reform into a vaguely humanoid shape, and then leak upwards and boil off. Like,
no, you come back here, you motherfucker! You come back here!
And there is this horrible cold.
Can I make an Arcana check from the ethereal plane to see if I can figure out what that was?
Go ahead.
That is a. Where's that? How did I? Jesus Christ! I'm really smart. I'm really smart.
Wait a minute! I'm so clever.
I'm wondering if you see anything different from being in the ethereal plane.
Yeah, ethereal plane differences. So it's a 22 Arcana check.
22 Arcana check. Yeah, as you are pausing in this ethereal plane, you're kind of drifting slightly off of the floor as you kind of float in this space. The blade itself is beginning to crumble, and you can see as your spores continue to eat away at the bone, it is it's on the edge of being destroyed now. It's not quite there, but it's on the edge of being destroyed. And you see this kind of grayish smoke gather, and while the rest of you just see it as grey smoke, Hemlock, you see it in its core, a slight, like, a face-ish, the same way you might see a face in clouds, but you see very faint pricks of green light flare, the same shade as his eyes, and then it begins to warp and vanish through the plane.
Motherfucker.
And you consider your knowledge of undeath, and more specifically the stuff that you have studied around undeath in the months throughout this adventure. And while you have read nothing super specific about Death Knights, you know that in the same way that you can consign a soul to a devil, and when you die, its soul will go to that devil, there are some entities that they have forms of undeath that will call them back when they die, and they die, and they die. In the same way that liches have their phylactery, some are just tied to this plane unless certain conditions are met, or someone allows it, or any one of these kinds of conditions. And as you see Isiko's essence vanish, you It rings in your mind that he's not done yet.
He's not done.
He's very done for now. Very,
Yeah.
very done.
Soul's
And
done,
you're
dude.
not aware of how long it takes to reform or whatever, but
Andrew, I'm happy because I can redo it again.
Yeah.
I'm just happy.
but when you're level 20 and it's a fucking slap down.
You die now for sure. Like no style, just smashing with the sword.
Yeah. Cool. So you are aware of that, Hemlock, in the ethereal plane. For now, Willow, Marigold, and the Fey Spirit.
What's up?
What would you like?
Marigold is gonna run to where between the totem spirit and the Fey spirit.
Spirit pals. They high five.
Hiya. And I am going to cast a 6th level Mass Cure Wounds.
Fuck yeah.
I can get
Nice.
literally all of us in this because it's 6 people and that includes Willow, so I can get all of us. So
It won't be me. Won't be me, but I don't need it. So.
oh yeah, true. You're not on this plane
Can you
right
get
now.
Malfoy inside of the Bahia?
Yep.
Yes,
We
I don't
can't-
need.
she
I
doesn't
don't need
to see me.
Yeah, I don't need to be able to see him. He just needs to be within range of the spell.
Oh, sick.
I know.
That is like located.
He's just like, he's
But honestly,
somewhere
you
in there.
You need to know I exist. Otherwise, you can't
you
designate
can't-
me as a person to heal. But you don't need to see me.
Ah, my friend was in the belly of the Bahir. You, specifically. God damn. Okay, I'm like she's cool, but she's going down too. Everyone's going down. Okay,
That's
cool.
29 hit points for everyone.
Nice.
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 Yeah.
Amazing. Fucking hell.
Back to max.
Oh, I'm back to 42.
29.
Hell yeah.
Or anything else? For you?
That is gonna be it for now.
Alrighty. With that, the Bahir itself, still with Nute on its back, but seeing the rest of you all beginning to roughly clump up.
Wait a minute, what about the face spirit?
That's right.
Oh yeah, the face spirit has a turn. Okay, wait. Let me just adjust my health things.
So much healing.
Okay, the face spirit is gonna like walk over Willow because it's a thing. It's gonna actually ignore that. It's gonna do something else because it has a thing.
Oh.
Summon Fae. It is going to use its Fae step as a bonus action.
Whoa.
It is going to use its fuming Fae step to come over here next to the Bahir. And the fuming Fae step means it has advantage on the next attack roll. So
Oh, sick.
Nice.
it's gonna make an antler attack.
Merlin has just jumped up onto the back of my chair.
Oh, what a cutie.
That, my friends, is a natural 20.
Oh, hell yeah.
Go ahead and do some damage to this old lizard.
Pew, pew, pew.
Fuck
Pew
up the
pew
lizard.
pew.
Merlin, stop
Merlin.
pointing your bum at the camera. You'll get us banned on Twitch.
Yes. Alan, come back on the camera though. Don't leave us.
Don't leave it
She's
time.
here. She's here.
Oh, yeah. You do. I like the square of no hair on his back.
That's 34 damage.
Let's go.
34
34 damage.
damage.
Take it.
Nice. 30. Hell yeah! It's going to do another save against that, and it doesn't. With that, as the stag reappears next to the Bahir and it drives its pointed antlers through its thick hide, it roars out in pain, and more the kind of saliva and kind of sparks like arcing between the little droplets, like light up the space as it roars in pain. And it kind of leans down, and there's a horrible like sound as Markos is just delivered onto the floor.
Markos is birthed.
You're welcome.
You are prone in that space. Nice.
Sweet.
Is that the end of the Fey Spirit's go?
Cool.
Yes.
Cool. With can that do that? Yes. With that, Nute, your footing slips, as the thick hide of the creature begins to fall and fade away into feathers that begin to whirl around, once more taking the form. You can go to the GM layer.
Oh no.
Oh damn.
Why can't I just be like piggybacking on Ophelia? It's just like, oh, this is a little awkward.
She reappears in front of you, Nute, glances towards you. You see that kind of feathered mask completely obscuring her face, but you do see kind of the pointed Eladrin ears kind of at the sides of it there poking out. She whirls around towards the rest of you, seeing Issako's fallen body, and her face has fallen. You can't see her face. You can hear like a of angry growling, I guess, from within. And she is going to reach up her hand towards all of you, and I need to draw a few squares. Yeah.
A few squares.
A few? That's more than one, Andrew.
Concerning.
10-foot squares, cool.
I know what this is.
This is Firestorm.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, and like some more like explode around the general space, but they don't.
Yes, just some more for flavor, you know.
Just like what might as well. Pew. So I need. Actually, they need to be adjacent. Actually,
I'm not in it.
I was gonna say if this is what I think it is, they do need to be connected in some way.
Jordan, remember that with your Mage Slayer thing, you can. Yeah.
I'm about to. Don't worry. I'm letting Andrew deal with all this stuff first.
Yeah, fair.
With that, they can actually connect enough.
Actually,
I photosized, but it doesn't mean they can hit all of you.
I'm not me. I'm in the ethereal plane.
You're in the ethereal plane.
Andrew, I am going to use my reaction for when a creature within 5 feet may cast a spell. I can punch him.
Go for a punch.
I'm going to punch him. That's a 14.
14 does just. 14 does not hit. No. It would, but she's got bark skin on. Your punch dodges to one side as she like ducks and weaves, kind of like lowering herself a really wide stance to the ground. She like grasps her hands, pulls them together, and just streaks out. And from the ground itself, small fissures begin to.
Real quick, Willie just gifted some subs. We'll give sub to Alex of all people.
Alex!
Thank you. There's like a cracking and fuming from below, followed by a.
Oh no.
Explosions fill the chamber, and I need all of you to go ahead and make me dexterity saving throws.
Big die. Let's go. Oh, hell yeah.
Come on.
That's a 26.
You make it. The DC is 17, so make it or not, keep that to yourself, because otherwise I will be here for 20 minutes as we go through. So, have you made those saves?
Mm-hmm.
Save for all. Cool. If you failed it, you take 32 points of fire damage. Ooh. If you succeeded it, you take 16. If you have evasion, half of whatever it is that you would have taken.
It's dex, right, Andrew?
Yes, sir.
It's about what?
17.
Okay, cool, I made it.
DC 17 dexterity saving throws.
19. So I take half. 16. I'm alive.
How are we doing, folks?
26 damage.
26 damage. I'm still alive.
Yeah, I'm still alive. Cool.
Alrighty. These flames erupt and explode throughout the space. You used your reaction to punch her, so she was going to take that, and she's going to toodle on away.
Damn it.
To about there, turning around and kind of her entire form almost like basking in the flaring orange light of the flames that have encompassed and surrounded all of you. And as they die down, you see her standing there, her hands shaking slightly, her kind of glinting claws in the firelight clenched into horrible fists. And now I'm going to get rid of all these stupid red squares because I'm an idiot and didn't think of this.
Whilst you're deleting things, Andrew, can you remind me of something? This person does not appear to be undead.
No.
Interesting.
With that, it's Glower's turn. Glower is unhappy that he's been set on fire.
That's bad.
Understandably, to be honest. He's going to...
everybody remember to update your health and roll 20.
Yes. He goes...
Yeah.
he's going to return the favor. He's going to run alongside you, Nute. As he does so, he kicks off the kind of like golden crystals, jumps into like a spinning back kick, and as he like throws his foot out towards a little bead of red light goes and erupts into a fireball. He's going to cast fireball on her. She makes the save, so she'll do some damage. How much is the fireball?
4 elements, monk.
Also, Hemlock, you get advantage on your next roll.
Thank you. From who? Who gave me?
The prodigal.
Oh, thank you, the prodigal.
Thanks, buddy.
We stand druids in this house. Nice.
we do stand druids in this house.
Yes. Nice.
Down to 5. Give me 3. The fireball explodes behind her, and like this time backlights her silhouette of the kind of skinny, gangly Eladrin form and this massive pluming headdress of feathers. With that, Nute, it is your goot. What would you like to do?
I am gonna punch. Nute's not even gonna move.
I accept this answer.
It's just gonna stand there, charge up the hands. Sorry.
I want to use my reaction to give you advantage.
Oh, neat.
Fuck yeah.
Is that on one
First
attack?
attack with advantage.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! All right, I'll roll the first attack. Hell yeah! That's a 22 to hit.
Absolutely hit.
And then the second
Actually,
attack.
wait 1 second.
Oh.
As this first flaring arc of light blasts towards her, you see the air around her begin to like a ripple in a pond, and just feathers erupt forwards, and as they fall and dissipate like pieces of ash in the wind, she is gone.
Nah.
As she uses her reaction to use Feathery Escape.
Oh, bastard!
No, her mask of feathers. And use the reaction to divert and teleport behind this area of cover to the side.
Who wrote spicy floor?
Do I know that she's teleported by there?
I'm just rolling a stealth check for her real quick.
Just a reminder that those of you in the aura have advantage on perception checks.
Okay, good to know. So she rolled a 21 on a stealth check, but your passive perception is what, Nute?
My passive perception is 17. I think
17?
advantage is +5.
Yeah, it's a +5. It's like a plus.
My passive is 23 as well, so I know.
Yeah, so you guys do, you guys do like hear like the panting of her breath, and a little kind of plume of feathers kind of escapes beyond the point of cover behind this kind of section of the rock as she
You're just
evaporates
gonna
there.
take 2 steps back, turn around, and go, nice trick. Now for these ones. And it's gonna throw 3 more punches.
Noise.
Nat 20.
Hey!
19.
Mm-hmm.
And a nat 1.
Go for it. The first drill hit.
That's fine. First one hit, 1 is a crit. I'm just gonna do it in here. /R. 3d8 plus 8. Plus, I'm gonna use up 4 charges of my lightning punch on the first
Ruiner.
one. So that's gonna be another 4d6, doubled
Oh,
to
dear.
8d6. That's gonna be 51 points of radiant and lightning damage. That's the point. Can I use that lightning damage on radiant punches?
I think so. Yeah. Fuck it. Why not?
Sick.
Yeah, nice. Like the streaking light bursts out, and as it strikes square, she kind of like stumbles slightly, coming out of this teleport. The sash kind of energy and blasts through in a long, like it almost like coils around the shaft of radiant light of the punch, and just like coils around, sweeps to one side, and like right hooks her in the face as the blast of radiant light hits her in the chest, and she like steps back and like grits her teeth, looks towards you as you see a section of the feathers have like fallen away, and you see like a very sharp section of pale skin and a jawline, and like dark and kind of like slightly like messy dark lipstick beneath. Anything else for your go, Nute?
That's action, bonus action. I'll take a couple steps more over this way, just so I'm a bit more out of the way, and that'll be my turn.
Alrighty, with that Hemlock, it is over to you as you reappear in the space. You have this damaged but very powerful weapon in your hands. What would you like to do?
I reappear. I'm gonna reappear over here, and I'm actually gonna end blink now as an action. I'm gonna end blink, and I'll I'll pass on what I saw later once this is dealt with.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna walk 5, 10, 15. I'm gonna walk to here, and that I don't have any bonus actions right. In fact, oh no, I'll drop a. No, I'm gonna save it. That's my turn for now.
Perfect.
Just ending blink.
Alrighty, with that, as Ophelia kind of appears on the other side, takes that radiant punch from Nute, the continual like rumbling and grinding of stone continues around all of you as the playing field shifts.
No. If it's the one where the sides are okay, that's cool.
No,
Ah,
fine. Me and Willow, Ashura.
Ashura, Hemlock, Willow, Marigold. I need you guys to all make dexterity saving throws for me.
I'm not in the wall.
You're on top of Willow.
Can I choose which
Oh,
way I'm
true,
on?
yeah.
Which side?
Yeah, Ashura, I'll say from your point of view, yeah, you can choose which side you land on.
I got a 12.
A 12,
11 for me.
11, so fail, and from Marigold and Willow.
Marigold rolled an 18, Willow rolled a 13.
Okay, so Willow fails, so we'll take half damage. You succeed, so we'll also take half damage. So Hemlock, Ashura, fail. Marigold, success. 7, 10, 12. So 12 points of bludgeoning damage, halved if you should have it.
12? Okay,
12, yeah. And you are ejected into the nearest space. Ashura, which side of things are you moving to?
This one.
Alrighty.
I'm here for the fight, bitches.
Alrighty.
Good time and a long one.
With that, Markos, you are prone on the ground after being expunged from this bit here. The chamber has shifted around you, obscuring your vision of half of the party here. It is your turn. What would you like to do?
I would like to. I heard roughly where she was, right? So.
Before
I'm like-
the shift, yeah, but you can't currently see her.
Okay. Well, I know she's not down and to the left of me, so I'm gonna run 10 feet, 15 feet up to there.
Yep.
Do I see her?
Yeah, you do.
Well, then she's been filled with arrows.
Roll an attack.
So that's what I'm gonna do. Actually, can I bonus action hide just here?
Okay, so, yeah, no,
Like,
you should
just
do it
stealth
out
up
of
so she doesn't see me coming.
Yeah, go for it.
Nice.
Roll for
Never
4.
seen it coming.
Or even better, you go, you see her, and you're like, oh shit.
That's an 18 stealth, natural 3.
18.
Bloody hell.
You go running, and like halfway through starting to run, you had this idea of slowing down, and as you do so, you kind of skirt a little bit on like the rubble and dust on the ground. And although you're fairly confident that you're very, very quiet, and you do manage to like not make too much noise, you push up against the rock, and only like the soft parts of your armor push up against it, so it doesn't make too much noise. As you glance round, you see a kind of feathers as her head just whips around towards you, an obsidian beak pointing in your direction.
Well, and that's going to be 2 arrow shots then.
Go for it.
Do I sharpshooter?
Do it. She's a druid. She can't have
Yeah.
that high of an armor class.
Fuck it, I'm going to sharpshooter her.
Go for
She's
it.
getting shot sharp. So that's -5 on each. The first one is a 22.
That'll hit.
The second one is math 16.
16. The 16 also just hits.
Oh sweet.
Okay.
Cool. So that's D6 Hunter's Mark, 2d6 bow, 2d6 sneak, and
Not sneak.
not sneak,
Not sneak.
but Colossus
But Colossus.
plus 15.
No,
It's 12 plus 15 is 21,
cool.
and then the second arrow is 2d6 plus 15, which is 19.
19. Damn. Nice. You come around the corner. She sees you, but you level your bow nonetheless and loose these 2 shots, and they sink between the kind of the ragged leather armor and the bone charms that dangle and kind of clink together slightly as she whips around. She gasps out, and you hear a slight curse in Elvish. She stumbles backwards in the pain. And are you anything else for you go?
I moved like 10 feet there, right?
Yep.
I'm just going to use the rest of my movement to just get as close to her as I can.
Go for it. You can get right to her. get rid of this bit here. My GM layer.
I've only got 30 feet of movement, so
Okay,
that's
cool. So you're a little bit a ways with
Yeah.
that. Ashura, you can hear the firing of the Soul Zephyr, these little kind of forceful impacts of these enchanted arrows. And you can just about make out where Ophelia is in the far distance. It is your turn. What would you like?
First thing, I'm gonna move 30 feet right here. Boom.
Okay.
I have a question for you, Andrew. Does she have anything on her, like a staff, right? She has a staff?
She doesn't appear to.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Just two hands with like it's hard to tell what's like scraps of leather or cording or like fishnets or like nails or tattoos. It's just a mess of like pale white skin and other.
My real question to you is she looking scared?
She's fairly hurt. Scared?
Yeah, but okay, she's looking for a fight? Or is she
She's
looking to
determined.
escape? Determined, okay. I'm gonna run on her then.
Go for it.
Otherwise I would have taken the chance, but and that's my turn. I'm just on her. That's it. With my smite in my hand and just be like, oh, I should have rolled a concentration check. I think that's enough. I rolled a 9. Yes, I have +2. That's good. Cool.
So wait, so was there an action in there?
No. I just dashed.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
With that, Willow and Marigold,
Charm.
it is all down to you, Marigold and Willow.
Well, we're gonna run up to here.
Nice.
Be like, hey, beach. As a bonus action, I'm gonna move my totem, which I can't grab for some reason.
Okay. Where is it going?
I just want to move it so everyone's in it.
Can it?
Further down.
Okay.
No, further down. Thank you. No, back where it was.
Back to the left.
Just make sure everyone's in it.
Everyone's in it.
One more to the left.
Okay,
There you go.
thank you.
There we go.
It's in the wall.
And then I am going to lift the Staff of Fire
No.
and use 3 charges.
Don't fireball us. Don't fireball us.
I'm not gonna fireball
Fireball
you.
the
I can
Marigold.
aim.
Do
I can
it.
aim it so it's not on you.
Do it, Marigold. Take them out.
I wouldn't be. I'm literally a fucking healer. I wouldn't fireball
No,
you.
it's a joke, Megan.
Hey Marigold, I heard that they didn't appreciate your healing.
Anyway, I'm gonna fireball her and like put the fireball in like the corner so she's the only one in it.
That is a 20 save.
Dex save. Give me 1 sec.
She'll take the half damage, I believe.
Damn, 23.
Yeah. It's still 8d6 though.
Yeah, let's go.
Pretty chunky.
Chunky indeed.
Megan has been saying in the chat for like 2 hours, I'm a fireballer. I'm a fireballer. Okay, I'm
First of
fireballing.
all, I said that once.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's 33 fire damage.
Halved to.
Halved to 16.
16 indeed. The explosion of flame ripples out across the rocks and the stone. It scorches up the side of her. You can see like small leather cords and stuff beginning to smoke from the flames. Like a few patches of feathers catch fire and like kind of smoldering at the edges of her elaborate mask. Anything for you or for your face spirits?
Yeah, let me just see what the face spirit can do. God, I have to change through so many tabs for these fucking spells. Can it? Yes, it can! So the face spirit is going to once again use bonus action face step.
Nice.
And it is going to phase step to here. And it is going to once again use the fuming phase step, so it has advantage on its attack.
Nice.
It's got flanking anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm there. Dying, but I'm there.
That face man is bloody fuming, it is.
Yeah, that's fucking 24.
Oh yeah, definitely is.
La 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 la.
Druid on druid action.
Face
Oh,
spirit don't mess around.
No, it does not. To be fair, I rolled a 19. It just has +5.
I mean, 19 is
That's
good.
18 damage.
18 damage. Nice. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
The prongs of the stag, as it apparates in place, already kind of pouring at the ground, it drives its antlers up into the side of like the ribs of Ophelia. She kind of crawls out in pain and like grasps hold of one of its antlers as it like presses up into her, like trying to push it away. Anything else for your turn?
Nope, that's it.
She's just pinned between Ashura and this stag.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
You just there like blank. What? No. When you're very close to something and you shoot it.
Point blank.
Point blank. You're just point blanking. No, I don't know how to say that sentence. I want to say. I'll just
Shooting it point blank.
Yes, thank you. English, am I right? Yeah.
English, am I right?
She is going to. She's already done that thing. That thing? Question mark. She is unhappy is a good way to put things at the start. I mean, yeah, we're here for the long play. She looks around her. Hydrate. Speaking of, things are about to get wet.
Ew.
What?
Nice.
You see her, and she is not a deceptive or particularly charismatic person, one might say. And as she's looking around, you can see even in her body language, her position is clear. Despite her power, you now outnumber her severely, especially with the summoned assistants. And Glower and now that Isiko has been felled by that fiendishly empowered strike, she is now considering the long play. And in doing so, points a slightly shaking, long clawed finger out towards. Let's say. Let's say Markos.
Counterspell.
Roll a wisdom check, please.
See, with the ring of spell storing that Hope gave me,
That's right. That's right.
Hey!
We have one spell in this
I've got
shield.
1 3rd level counterspell.
5th level, right?
No, it's 3rd level. I've got 2 1st level cure wounds and a 3rd level counterspell. Wisdom check, right?
Yes, ma'am.
19.
19. As you see her raising a finger towards Marigold, you can feel it palpably in the air through your awareness and connection to the natural elements around you, the moving stone, the heartbeats and breath of those around you. Through your blind sight and spores, you can feel the vitality of all around you. And you feel a negative energy of nothing but sickness begin to coalesce in her grasp. And you reach out, and your spores gather around it and pull it from her grasp, and the energy dissipates, and her contagion is dispelled.
Oh, that's a nasty fucking spell. I've got that spell. That's a nasty fucking spell.
Nice.
How much HP do you have, David?
23.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
With that, she will actually probably risk some attacks of opportunity. And
She will?
yeah, she will.
Yeah. Cool. Come on.
Ashura just pulls
Yeah.
his sword like, are you sure about that?
Good. I've got.
Ashura and the stag.
Yeah. Sure. I roll. Okay, I roll.
Go for it.
Ooh.
Scared the shit out of me.
Ignore my alarms.
Bibbidi-bee.
Okay.
the
Oh wait,
stag-
wait. How does the critical success work? I have a critical
You
success.
get a crit success on your next attack.
Okay.
So the chat crit successes, they just tell you that you've rolled a nat 20. The sword is
Okay.
like, you hit, you can say it's a crit. The chat
I
will
will-
say,
Okay, so it's not like my blade because I rolled the 22 anyway. So I guess it hits, but
yeah.
it's is that a crit then?
Yeah, you've got a crit.
Okay.
Yep, you can thank Sanguine for that one.
Yeah. That was.
Face Spirit rolled the 24.
Let's go, Face Spirit.
Hit, go ahead, roll some damage.
You and me both, Face Spirit.
Oh, this poor
Okay, I have
Druid's
to
not gonna get
lower.
away.
And when you've done this, I've got a point of order to take.
Okay.
That's 19 damage from the Face Spirit.
Okay.
Okay.
Alex is blowing his load again.
Yeah, I'm blowing everything. It's psychic
Oh my
blade.
god!
Oh my
Divine-
Christ.
They were all such terrible dice as well.
Yeah. I rolled really shitty. So it's third level Divine Smite, which is 48. Third level Searing Smite, and then the rest was Psychic Blades. So that's 96 damage.
Fucking hell.
And on that, hydrate and posture check.
No, yeah.
Right, straighten up. The only person
Gotta be
that
prepared for whether or not this kills her.
Oh yeah. Maybe this will do it. Who knows?
The stag will take it.
I didn't have my mic turned on just then, but when I stretched, my entire back cracked real fucking loud.
Now,
Nice.
as the start of her turn has come back around, she regains her reaction. She is definitely more scared of the one who split her friend in half, and so she will take the hit from the stag, and you see a similar like rippling effect shoot out around in the feathers. I need to roll to see if this works, to see what it does.
Come on.
That's cool.
Okay.
I have
As the
no-
blade swings towards the witch, the feathers pulse, and she vanishes from sight.
Oh.
And she reappears behind Marigold.
No!
She does so.
Yeah.
Oh no! Fist coming to those clawed, jagged nails. Reaches up to
Don't you fucking dare.
Oh, she's
a
gonna.
claw attack.
Nothing
go
personnel,
back.
kid.
I have a question, Andrew.
Hello.
Do we say it hits, or do I use
It
my
avoids
Psychic
the
Blade? It did hit,
Avoids the
right?
hit.
I avoid the hits.
She avoided the hit.
Right, so I don't. Do I still use my Divine Smite and Psychic
Yes.
Blade? Okay.
Yeah.
Marigold, does a 16 hit you?
Yep.
You take, and one of these, and one of those. You will take. Are you resistant to any kind of poison?
No, I haven't cast protection from poison on myself today, so.
So you get 17 points of slashing and poison damage as she reaches up across the back of Willow and digs her claws into the back of you. A grin beginning to become visible at the edge of the slightly damaged mask. As she uses successfully her mask of feathers to avoid the tearing blade of Ashura.
I
Don't say anything.
I might
This
have
happens.
to do some more heals, guys.
We're coming for you, Marigold.
Don't worry, I got you. I got you. I don't have many spell slots, but I got you.
With
Do
that,
you, do you let out like a nani? As she
Nani?
teleports behind you?
Teleport behind you. Nothing personal, kid.
she makes like a hi-ya! Marigold's like, Willow's like, it's just all of the breath reaction. The Glower is going to go for a run. Scan it over here, just see what's going on. Sees that she has vanished over that point. Having moved too far, she is going to reach down to the ground and actually pulls up from a flat section of rock. As he pulls away, perfect, like small discs of rock come away in his hands as he just draws the stone up into perfect little skimming stones, and is going to throw a couple of stones towards her.
Some earthbender shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's people.
He
He's just
rolls
throwing people.
every time. He rolls 2 garbage and a nat 20. The stone will deal. Bop beep boop. 9 points of bludgeoning damage as it thwacks her in the fucking. Oh, it's a crit. So 13 points of fucking whacked in the head damage. And begins looking around the chamber with like a slight like smile to his face, seeming that like we have overcome this already. With that, Nute, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Well, sure, Nute's also gonna go on a little jog.
What?
Gonna go.
In this economy.
In this economy.
True. He's gonna hop to just in front of Markos. Seeing that she did not learn her lesson from last time, I am going to punch.
Lucky my shot.
You can move. Go heal yourself. You look horrible. Anyways,
Rude.
Nute
Wow.
turns around.
Dick.
The first one is a 15, and the second one is a 21.
15 misses, 21 definitely hits.
21 does 8 points of cold damage.
8 points of
As
cold
the
damage.
cold fist is gonna go slamming into him.
Newt,
Yes.
As the cold energy
Oh.
forms in your hand and begins to streak forth towards this archdruid with its claws still dug into the back of Maple's skin. How would you like to finish her off?
Hey!
Yes! Fucking hell.
I like to imagine that Markos was like just bringing up the bow to take another shot, and Nute like runs in, slides, and like knocks it to the side slightly, which is like kind of rude, but also he's running fast. Gotta go fast. And with that, brings his fist back, charges up that cold energy, coalescing it into his fist once again, seeing him just hit Marigold's skirt. Without saying a word, just launches it straight into the other side of the jaw that wasn't fucked up. And as it sort of slams in and freezes over, the ice just sort of spreads along from there and spreads inward and ends the motherfucker.
Hell yeah. Is it like strikes in and like you get to the other side of the the mask like comes down kind of like from above and down and ends in the beak. You strike into like the other side of the jaw, and her head whips to one side. The mask itself falls away and clatters onto the ground, and you see like beautiful wavy brown hair and like pale skin, sharp as you can imagine jawline, dark thick eyebrows, tattoos across like down from the sides of the eyes to the ends of the mouth, coming down to a straight line down the neck. Freeze over, a few teeth go clattering out the other side, and she crumples into the ground as Ophelia is defeated.
And we have that moment where none of us moved, and the camera just goes around us, and we're all bleeding like shit.
We're all just bleeding.
I mean, you're all bleeding. Nute's fine.
The rest of the cave seems to realize the battle has ended and stops changing every 6 seconds.
Are you guys done? Okay.
The ambient energy, lowers, and it's like
Yeah.
Yeah, the music, the bars that are playing the battle music.
Move round to here.
Can I run to Marigold and cast a second level Cure Wounds on her?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I was going to do that.
It's
you can
11.
do Willow. Willow's also not doing
Willow,
this.
I will
yes,
do
I
Willow.
Willow.
I'll get down and like just
11 for you, Maggie.
He's like shivering.
How many? 11.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I've still got vertebrae embedded in my hands.
You absolutely do. You haven't taken them out yet, and like you can see like that horrible kind of like, it's not the most extreme body horror in the world, but it's like you see like a nail go through someone's hand and out the other side. There are like, pieces of bone that aren't yours poking out of your skin. And it's like you've grabbed hold of a cactus and you're like afraid to let go because that might hurt more.
Yeah.
Also, Andrew, Prius redeemed an advantage for you.
Oh.
nice.
Also, David gifted 5 subs.
Yeah.
Who is this
Victory
David?
subs.
We hope you enjoy the show, David. Thank you.
I enjoy the stream. Yeah, it's really good. I'm here every week. Never miss it.
Damn, wow.
So Willow got 12 hit points, by the way, there.
Thank you.
And Markos will heal himself. And 3
Who needs heal? Who needs healing? More than that? Maggie, you need more?
gets 20.
I mean, I can just, I have another spell slot for mass cure wounds, so I can do another one of those.
Okay. I can do first level cure wound. I have 3 first level spell slot, that's it.
As you guys begin like handing out the healing and stuff, Glower kind of.
I assume no one needs reincarnating right now.
No, we're good.
No. I'm giving back the potion you gave me, Hemlock.
Oh, thank you. I will take that back. Do my best with the spikes in my hands.
As you pull your hand away from it to accept the bottle, you take another
Ow!
4 points of piercing damage as it
Ow!
drags against the flesh.
Someone give guys! I'm on 69 hit points.
That's how you win, guys.
No one's allowed to heal Hemlock.
That's the secret number.
I think as Ashura gives me the bottle back, I am just gonna say, like, to him and to everyone, Iseko's not done. I don't know about this one, but he's... Yes, you took him down for now, and he's not going to be back anytime soon, but I saw when I was off in that other plane, his soul went somewhere. I don't know where. Likely back to Kaiser. He's not done yet.
When you were bamfing, like...
Yeah, when I was... Yeah.
Right. I don't know where you... But, yeah.
Really, we should expect that.
Can someone help me, please? These
Yeah,
really hurt.
Okay,
Okay, just get...
Kerwin.
Pressure.
Oh, they'll come along and be like...
It bleeds badly.
Yeah.
Use a healer's kit and just be like, pop. Balance it up.
As you guys are passing around the healing spells, Glower does kind of, taking a second to catch his breath, looks back up at all of you like, you guys, I got some half people that come in hard for you, eh? Fuck.
Well, I mean, those were the heretics that people were talking about.
Yep.
Well, 2 of them. At least, I hope the strongest ones. We've met them both before. They're not nice.
We have the list of, like, the lieutenants, right? I think so.
Yeah,
Like, we have a list of, like...
That was 2 out of 3, right?
I think so.
Right. Just bear in mind, we're still on the... Take a minute. We're still on...
Yeah.
How the fuck are we going to get this thing's heart?
I don't know. We can take a bit of a rest in the chariot. We'll get Kigo to go a little bit slower, but I don't know how confused the rest of back of Stug that the town will be in terms of getting on the hunt, seeing as Crucible was killed, and he was the one who was about to go out and begin the hunt, so I don't know if they might be a bit roiled up in that. I don't know. But I do know that the longer we wait, the longer other people will be trying to get this thing.
That's fair. And
We could rest. The Zartans are not, uniformly slain on their first day.
Good for them, I guess. That's pretty rough, just being hunted as soon as you show up.
It's a really shit life.
I've lost track. I've lost track of the spell I was using to see exactly where it was in the everything.
Yeah, I'll be honest. If we meet like a dangerous enemy, I am tapped out completely. I will just be throwing rocks at them.
I can't do a whole lot more healing.
Me neither.
We did plenty already.
I might have a little bit if anyone really needs it.
Yeah, same.
By the way, I did mask your wounds. Everyone gets 23 HP.
Oh, nice.
Well, we can either go for a find somewhere to rest kind of thing.
Even if just for an hour or so.
We can short rest on the chariot, but you'll look like you might need something a bit more substantial.
Yes.
We should definitely.
If we're gonna do that, we should probably do it as soon as we can, so we can get back on the road.
Yes.
You're right. I mean, people tell like fairy tales and stuff. If you're a bad boy down here, then you come back as a Zaratan and you're slow and large and very strong, but everyone wants to be dead.
Sounds horrible.
Yeah, no, it's not great.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'll lead you if you want to go.
I mean, I feel like we shouldn't stay here. The walls are moving all the time. So.
They do that.
Ken, you're
as you kind of begin suggesting, he whistles out and part of the wall begins to like peel back, and a section of rock kind of like a boulder, like perfectly spherical, out of it, but catches itself with like 3 legs, kind of. It was like the
Omnidroid from Incredibles.
Exactly. Yeah. Like there's a big spherical like the tentacle arms from.
Yeah.
That terrified me as a kid. Can I just say it was yeah.
You've been riding a stone one of those this whole time.
Hey, lethal autonomous weapon systems are a bad time. Just saying.
Sure.
Just quickly before we move away from the scene, can I? He's bleeding the shit out, but he's gonna put his goggles on and just kind of like tap it twice.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, and just cast detect magic just to check.
We want to have a search of things. It was the wrong accent. That was.
Yeah.
That was Zamia's accent.
You ascertain that the feathered mask that Ophelia wears is magical. you ascertain that the plate armor that is now mostly destroyed. It is still
Yeah.
magical, but it is
Destroyed.
it's you cut it in half through the torso.
Actually, I said I'd lightly
So
tap it.
it's now like it's a plate crop top. Which, let's be real, is your aesthetic.
Wait,
Yeah.
you mean,
Not even a
Thanks,
breastplate
John.
at this
do you just
point.
mean a half plate?
And also, while faint, the sword that Hemlock has half destroyed is also magical.
Fair enough. Okay, cool. The mask here is glowing, as well as the rest of the armor. I guess we should take everything and just
Yeah.
get in the chariot.
At
We'll
this
take
point,
it.
Markos is lying flat on his back in the middle of the grass. He just opens the bag of holding next to him and goes,
Yeah, no, I feel bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Once Nute has done bandaging up my hands, I will help Markos to his feet and give him a good pat on the back.
As you all gather this
He got
stuff,
sucking swallowed.
as you all going
It's a little slimy.
It's like it still stings. It's not enough to do damage, but it's still like a bad rash. Kigo begins exiting the cavern, dragging the chariot, but slower, and essentially goes up for like a couple minutes and along, and then basically kind of goes in a bit of like a circle, and then essentially carves out of the rock about a 20-foot wide, like donut of space that is just in the rock.
When a little dog walks
Yeah.
around in a circle and makes a bed for itself. She's so cute. I can't.
Damn. So cute.
And Flower gets like some essentially a bunch of like small like crystals like out of a small leather pouch. Gets out their bedroll, sets up these crystals in a little like pile, and does like a little pop, like punch towards it, and they go and light on fire, and it makes a little campfire. And yeah, you guys have a relatively space plate, a safe, secluded place to rest and relax for whatever you need to do. However, how long you want for whatever you need, a space is made.
Nice.
Sleep time.
So I take it we're taking a long rest, right?
Do you guys?
I mean, like,
Uh,
Should we? I think we should.
I have,
think
a
I
it's
think you
ours.
should.
I have a question first. Do we know how far, left was the Zautan?
Was I able to glean that before I lost track of the spell?
Yes, you guys are roughly halfway on the journey. There's a handful of hours left. When you scried on this creature, you saw it moved. It seemed like it moved slow, but it was more
Okay.
because it was so large. It looks like it's moving quite slowly, but it's actually taking really long strides. So it could, depending what direction it goes, depending on what up down it goes in this space, it could be another 8 hours from you on the next day, or it could be 8 hours closer to you. It could be on you by the time you wake up.
If we do sleep, I can recast the spell in the morning.
That's fair. In any way, I feel like the biggest threat has passed. We were rushing to stop them from getting it, but I feel like the dead crow woman isn't gonna, grab it from under our nose. So I guess we can sleep.
Don't you dare.
Sorry, me water.
Are you dead? I throw a rock at her. Don't move.
The bodies are away. If you throw a rocket glower, they definitely just.
No, not Glower. I thought it was.
No. She's a ways away. You can drag the body with you. Want to fucking
No.
cut her off and lock, but
No, I want to
That's
fucking
Hemlock.
I want to disintegrate her. I don't want anything to do with that shit.
she's just an elf, Like
Yeah, like just
Just
basic
Hemlock
humanoid.
decaying
Ew,
grass.
not even interesting.
Yeah, but I don't want to risk her fucking rising from the grave. Basically,
Yeah.
I will take time while we're settling down to start decomposing what's left of her body. I do not want to risk that shit.
yeah, like by the time that you leave it, it's mostly, it's more mushroom than it is flesh. The bones are mostly still there, but it becomes this beautiful, like almost like terrarium within a rib cage, of little mushrooms and stuff.
Pretty.
Is this just like how Hemlock reproduces? You find a dead druid, and she puts her spores in the dead druid, and then they become a mushroom druid like her.
Is that what really happened to me? And I've been adopted this whole time, and my parents haven't told me. I was born out of another druid's ribcage.
I'm a fucking gaggle of myconids
Blinks
following
in-
around.
Blinks in cryptic DM.
Yeah.
All right. I'll take first watch. You guys can go to sleep. God, that was.
I'll sit up with you, man.
That was.
I need a little bit of time to decompress. That's the first. Second time something's tried to swallow me, and it's not nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it's not a great experience.
No.
Thank you guys for Marigold. Thank you a lot for the heal. It kind of saved my ass over there. You did pack a punch.
It's what I do.
Yeah, but you did it well, and you kind of. So thank you.
Hey, Ashura. I know perhaps I don't know whether it's something. And I'm gonna take one of the remaining little vertebrae and throw it to him. If you want to keep it, I don't know.
The sword is still in one piece.
Oh, it's still in one piece. Okay.
It's like you know how like old bones have like become really porous.
Oh, okay. I
is
thought
still
it had fallen to bits. Okay.
No, it is still one piece.
Never mind then. Ignore that. That did not happen.
You know what? This thing kind of like went through me. We have like
we can keep it in the back.
Growl on it.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll just put it down for now and maybe
We can deal with it in the morning.
Yeah. Right now I feel like my
Back again.
Back. Just Macca the DM in the chat of like, I throw an entire spine at Ashura.
To be fair, you don't want to try and catch that sword.
No.
I'm just gonna be like, okay.
You're like,
Hey.
yeah, let me catch it. Oh wait a minute.
As Hemlock nearly learned, there is some wisdom that went around on the internet, and if you know this reference, I love you, but don't fucking touch swords. Swords will cut your fucking hands off.
Don't know the ref.
I don't know the reference,
no.
but
But it's a good. It's good
sounds like
a fair
advice.
one.
It's a good reference. It's good advice. It is actually sword advice.
Yeah. Given my perma-scarred hands now, probably.
But yeah, pretty insane. Also, what you did, you took the sword from him and just kind of left, which was
I
kind
didn't
of insane.
I didn't think that would work, but it did.
You kind of like went to him and be like, "No, it's mine," and he was like, "Okay." It was pretty insane.
I just wanted to see if I could dissolve it, and I didn't quite dissolve it. But then I think because he wasn't expecting it, I could just yoink.
Yeah, it was okay. It was pretty impressive. Okay,
Thank
it was,
you.
So it's
Yeah.
pretty risky. Holy shit.
Just kind of hold up both of my hands to you that are now covered in bandages. Like, yeah.
I mean, that, and we just saw that sword fuck up Ashura like 12 seconds before.
No, but if I've got my hands on it, then it's not in my stomach.
That's not necessarily true.
True. Yeah.
Voice from the gods.
Nute, for the first time ever, Nute is going to put a hand on Hemlock and be like, I think we need to talk about how swords work.
Not the rolls, they've reversed. No.
But also because I just realized Nute's a lot shorter, so it's more like this. No.
You're like 2.5 feet shorter than me.
Inside the subtitles box.
Everyone is like, okay, it's time to go to bed then.
Come on, let's sleep.
My God.
Alrighty. You can do watches. They are uneventful, as you carve this very secluded space out of the rock. During your watch, do you want to identify the bits, or do you want to leave that next time? Okay. Identifying the sword.
Yes.
It is called Fein Nathil, which is Elven for Life Bane. It does a shitload of slashing damage.
Wow.
When you damage someone with it, they have disadvantage on concentration checks to maintain spells because of how much it fucking hurts. It is a +3 longsword, and you can use on your turn. You can instead turn it into a bone lash and do a whip attack type deal. It on D&D Beyond as Fain Nathil. It's Faen stuff. It'll come up. The plate is just +2 plate armor. But like I said, it's now a half. It's a crop top. So I'll say fuck it. To be honest, yeah, it's now +2 half plate. If you want to wear it as a crop top. But if you do sit-ups, you'll take slashing damage because that kind of dent in the middle will cut your abs.
It's okay. We just need some +2 sandpaper to take the sharp edge off. +1 sandpaper isn't good enough.
No, isn't gonna cut it.
And Mask of the Starling is on the gun as well. It is the mask that Ophelia wears. You get an action called Hypnotic Shimmer, where you essentially charm someone and they protect you. They will move to defend you. And the Feathery Escape, which is the one she used several times on you guys. You can use a reaction when you are hit by an attack by a creature you can see. You can attempt to avoid the hit. Roll a d6 on a 1 to 2. Nothing happens. You get hit. 3 to 4. You can teleport within 60 feet to avoid the attack. On a 5 or a 6, you teleport and can make 1 weapon attack.
Oh shit!
Which is you guys saw all of those actually. I think you saw.
We did.
Something happened. You saw where she just and she also teleported and stabbed Maple in the spine. So yeah, you have those 3 items which you can look at in the off period and decide who wants to get those or chat about it later on. But for now, as the Soulguard bed down under the slightly rumbling rock within the plane of Earth, a Death Knight of Lord Isako slain. The lieutenants of Kaisa, including the Archdruid Ophelia, the Twilight Witch, slain. And one step closer to finding the Zaratan, stopping Kaisa's plans, and resurrecting their lost friend Maple. Is where we'll end tonight's session.
And what a sesh, you guys.
We did it, guys.
That was easy. It was no threat. Not even any amount of threat.
No, it was so easy.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. If you have been here before, thank you for being with us so far and being part of our journey and our story. If you have just arrived today, welcome. I hope you guys enjoyed, and there's much more to come, so stick around. For those of you that subscribed and had the cheers and the bits and stuff, thank you so much. It means so much to us that people would see this little story this game we're playing together, that we have been playing together for such a long time, and want to support us bringing it to you guys. That means so much to us, so thank you so much.
And hydrate.
Last minute hydrate.
I'm actually out of water, so I'll pretend. So hold on.
Pretend.
Oh, so much water. Oh, wow.
The best part about pretending is when you shout out loud, "I'm about to pretend."
I'm so hydrated. There we go. Thanks, Tal. A couple last-minute things before we vanish off your screens for the evening. 1, make sure you're drinking some water. The hydrates are not just for us. 2, take any meds if you need to. Eat some food. If you want a foot rub, give yourself a foot rub. It's a weird thing to do, but get some moisturizer. Take care of your feet. It's important. Also, thank you so much to the Culinary Merchant. They're our friends. They support us. Jay's been in the chat. They have a wonderful Etsy store full of amazing dice bags, dice trays, dice cups, armor, stuff. Talented as hell. They have a sale on the Etsy, I believe, for the next few days. So do not miss out on that. Go check them out. thecognitive.merchant.co.uk or the same name across the socials. Go give them some love. If you want to catch us, we are on a whole variety of things. The best way to keep track of us is by following us on the Twitter or getting in our Discord. If someone could throw the link to that in the chat. We are super active on there. There is a sub-only a corner of that now. So for those of you that have sub, there is a place for you to exist and feel all good about yourselves.
Yeah.
On top of that,
make sure that you link your Twitch and Discord if you are going to do that.
Yes.
Link your Twitch and Discord. And all of the people that got gifted subs today, you can access that area in our Discord server.
So, if you want to see us doing other things here in Chasing Tales, on Mondays, like every other Monday or so, we do variety things. We do other one-shots. We do other RPGs. We have a good time. That's Mini Arc Mondays. Every Sunday, I think from 5.
Andrew, you're taking my thing that I do.
Meg, you're right. I'm sorry. You do it.
How dare you?
How dare you?
Coming for your job. Coming for your job.
Those boyfriends, they always come for your jobs.
Anyway.
These damn boyfriends out here stealing our jobs.
You goddamn boyfriends. Yes, as Andrew mentioned, on Mondays we do Mini Arc Mondays where we play variety TTRPGs. We're going to be playing one on Monday the 8th, which is following Monday coming up. So tune in for that. It's going to be a one-page RPG. We're going to play something fun. Last time we played Pig at a Wedding and it was fucking hilarious.
It was amazing.
It was amazing.
This Sunday, I believe we are getting back with Cyberpunk because we didn't have it last week, but we are getting back to it this Sunday. So that is 5 p.m. GMT with Jordan and Prue and lovely other friends, DM'd by our lovely friend Jack. We love them. That is all the stuff we are doing.
Also this Sunday,
After
Cyberpunk it will be 4 p.m. EST, which I think is 9 p.m. GMT, I believe.
Yes.
Eastern Standard, yeah.
Yeah. So 4 p.m. EST, 9 p.m. GMT, we are hosting a charity one-shot, raising money for Colour of Change via Tiltify, run by the wonderful, amazing folks over at Homebrew for Equality. Last year, back in December, they put out a zine called The Book of Lost Magica, which is out on DM's Guild, with all proceeds going to the NAACP. It is 5-star rated, best Electrum selling. I contributed to it, along with over 90 other writers and artists and editors and wonderful, wonderful people. And like I said, all proceeds going to the NAACP. They are using all of the content from that book, which includes classes, subclasses, races, backgrounds, magic items, spells, monsters, wonderful, wonderful things. They are using all of that content in this special one-shot to raise money for Colour of Change. It is going to be absolutely amazing, not only because it's raising money for a wonderful, wonderful cause, but the content in that book is top tier. It was an absolute joy to work on. The people there are lovely. And if you can be there on Sunday after Cyberpunk, we would very much appreciate it. Whether or not you can donate, just tuning in would be absolutely wonderful.
Also, if you want to come and join one of our friends' channels on Sunday, this was a reschedule from last month, but Sunday / technically Monday morning if you're in the UK, Rowan and I are on Tales from the Tavern.
Is that this Sunday?
It was rescheduled for the 7th of March, right?
Oh shit! Yes, it was.
So 8 p.m. EST, which is 1 a.m. GMT on Monday morning. Rowan and I are going to be over on Shared Experience on Tales from the Tavern, so that's going to be super fun.
Yes.
Now, for all the other guest spots that we do on the reg. Tuesdays, Prue is over on Witch and Craft playing Rogue Trader, which is at 9 p.m. GMT. Wednesdays,
I believe the Rogue Trader game has actually changed dates. I believe it won't be on. I think Prue is currently in Roll20, so if she can correct me on this. I believe Rogue Trader is now happening on Sundays. It won't be this Sunday, but from next Sunday. I believe that is when Rogue Trader is happening. Do not quote me on that.
If you want to know, go follow Witch and Craft on Twitter. Because they're cool and they make good games. And then on Wednesdays, Andrew and Rowan are over on Witch and Craft playing Ravnica. It's very chaotic. There's a lot going on right now. I watched it last night and it's oh boy.
You say them for the Magic the Gathering. You say for the kooky relationships.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Did you get rejected, Andrew?
It's a long story.
And the final thing is not something we have a date for yet, but it's very, very exciting. So we are setting a date for this at the moment, but at some point within the next month or two, we are going to have some very, very special guests on Chasing Tales for a one-shot, including the lovely Alicia Marie, who was in chat earlier today, Hope Lavelle, who you might know if you are in the scene, our lovely friend Jay from The Cognitive Merchant, who we love, goes by Grebo in chat, and TJ Storm, which is so wild to me. I don't understand why this is happening, but those people are going to be on our channel.
But more importantly, we've also got the My Lady Meg cosplay.
That's right.
of
Right.
TikTok and Twitter fame.
And
That's right.
I heard that there's a guy who does like world building streams.
Right.
Like,
Oh yeah.
as well.
What's his name again?
But his world building is where it's all at, really. Like, screw the FPS.
Something
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
head.
No one cares about
It's
Something like-
it's Andrew's elder brain, I believe. It's like an old
Yes.
squishy,
So-
grey lumpy boy.
Yeah.
Those very exciting people are going to be in a game. Andrew is DMing. I am also playing. We're setting the date for it at the moment. Keep an eye on our Twitter. Oh my god, I'm excited. Yeah.
It is
So
unbelievable.
stay tuned for that, I guess. Also, enter our giveaway.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Please.
We're giving away a copy of 12 Inner Demons, some dice bags, some dice cups. It's going to be great. Go
We
do
need to figure
that
out-
on Twitter.
Get in on that.
The regular stuff in like a nice little written bit because we have
It
so
takes
much
forever.
shit going on.
What's going
Yeah.
on?
Yeah.
Busy bees. Busy
think-
bees.
It's worth mentioning. There's not just one prize for the giveaway, right?
No, two.
No.
No, not even
It is
two.
a
There
Not even
are.
two.
tiered prize. So
Nice.
tier 1, physical copy of 12 Inner Demons, a Cognitive Merchant dice bag, and a dice cup. Tier 2, a PDF of 12 Inner Demons and a dice cup. And then tier 3, you get a Cognitive Merchant dice bag, baby.
What?
That's
So much to be won.
high
Can we
class stuff
participate
right
if we're in the
That's
cat?
a lot.
I
We
feel like
can't.
No.
We can't. We've
I'll
already been told
celebrate
that our
No.
retweets have been discounted.
I'll
They
create
have- yeah,
a
sorry.
new Twitter account. I don't care.
Essentially,
Sorry. If you're from the Cognitive Merchant Chasing Tales or Witch and Craft, you don't count.
Yeah,
Aw. I quit, and then I win, and,
yeah,
then,
exactly.
and then I join again.
Yeah.
essentially, we know that is an awful lot of stuff to throw at you. There's a lot of dates and
I'm
time.
gonna tweet, don't worry.
Yeah, the best place to keep up to date with us and all of the random shit that we are up to, all of the incredibly exciting things upcoming, be with us in our Discord. Get with us on Twitter. That's where it's at. You'll find out everything that's happening if you're over there. So, one last time, for those of you that have donated bits and subbed, thank you so much. For those of you that have come here for the first time this evening, welcome to Chasing Tales. We hope you stick around. For those of you that have been here for a while, we love you. Thank you so much for being with us and being part of this story. There is much more to come. I'm so excited for the upcoming one-shots, the stuff that we haven't told you about yet, because shit's coming.
Oh.
I'm excited. And I'm just gonna, I would ramble on now, so I'm just gonna be disciplined, and I'm gonna say, thank you so much for being here. We love you. We hope you have a wonderful week. Take care of yourselves, and we will see you here next time for more fantasy.
And so now
Yes.
we need to find our raid target.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
What are we doing?
Okay,
Where,
what are we
where
doing?
where we dropping, boys?
The
Kevin-
goblins.
Lorraine.
Deliver
Lorraine,
back-
Is Lorraine streaming?
Lorraine, yeah, Chaotic Lawful _ Inc. Let's go give her some love.
That's right.
Lorraine is wonderful. Spam her singing channel points rewards. If you've been there before and you have the
Yes,
points,
do it.
She's an amazing singer, and she's also lovely. So she's just
Oh.
intelligent and wonderful. Go give us.
Where's a precious baby?
And you need to decompress from that absolute brawl.
Hell yeah.
Her
Yeah.
chilled out Dragon Age Origin stream is the perfect place to do so. So let's go give it a love. We'll see you guys around. Thank you for being with us.
Show
and we'll
them
see
love.
you guys.
Love you so much.
Big hugs.
Later,
Bye.
everybody.
Big hugs.
Bye.
Quickly and
Bye.
wait.